This video contains gratuitous use of profanity
and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought.
Viewer discretion advised.
Oh shit! Mud shark. You're not a mud shark. You're barely even a fish.
This is a Pink Podcast.
This is fucked up.
Win by 2, they're actually a podcast out of Philadelphia.
Who knows Win by 2 radio?
Where's John-DiCaprio? Did he ask about me?
Fuck Carl! He's effectively done in this business. Only the podcast catches people that's amazing.
So I'm a dumb guy.
I'm hoping John-DiCaprio is, but...
Take your fucking ball off, Barry!
Like, let me guess, does he attack everyone?
I'm gonna be yelling at him the whole time tonight. Your show sucks!
Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. Fuck. We're doing it.
No!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are back on this Saturday night. Let's have a fucking fantastic show, shall we? Welcome in. How's my hair? I can't even tell. Welcome. I'm sure my hair isn't sticking up here. Looks good, man. It looks good. Stop playing with your hair on the show. How's everyone doing? Happy Saturday. Here at Win by 2. The last day of the month. The last day of May. Where is this year going? Where's 2025? It feels like it's incredible, man. It's going right out the fucking window. It's insane. In fucking sanity. But you don't come here to discuss the times or the year or the times of the year or the year of the time. We have a lot of fantastic jargon to get into here tonight. Much of which we're going to be discussing here tonight is obviously two people in the thumbnail who we've been talking about quite a lot over the last couple of shows and weeks. They can't stop themselves. They must make asses out of themselves. Chad Zumach. Where you at, Chad? Chadwick?
Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm a bitch.
He's a bitch, confirmed by his own self. And Nicholas Ramen Ricada, who, the last I saw of Nick, You know, this guy's supposed to be a family man. What happened to being a family man, spending time with your family, spending time with your children, rebuilding your relationship, rebuilding your marriage? It's not even a relationship, it's a fucking marriage. The last time I seen Nick was last night. He was on this Zia Anderson's. I mean, I guess you could call it a... Could you call it a show? Could you call it a show? Or is it just some dumb bitch in a bathing suit for, 60 people? I don't know, man. Why is Nick on this stream? I have no idea, but we're going to have a fantastic show nonetheless. I'm very excited. We're going to go over it. Again, Nick is a guy who is supposed to be in a rebuilding process, much like the 76ers were back in like 2015, 2016, when they, told everyone to trust the process. And look how that turned out. It's exactly what Nick is doing. So it's just insane. It really is pure insanity that we've even got here. We have so much to discuss here. I'm very excited. You should be too. Let's have a fantastic fucking show. Welcome in.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom.
Now my whole crew here.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah. I like just dumb, corny shit like that. Yeah, I do like, yeah.
He likes dumb, corny shit like, yeah. Speaking about Ray, courtesy of MGD, we'll just go right to the screen at first. Ray, look how fantastic Ray is, man. Doing stand-up comedy from what appears to be at an AutoZone. The back of an AutoZone. This man is doing stand-up comedy. It's insane, guys. It really is incredible. It really, really isn't truly incredible stuff here. I mean, seriously, he's in the parking spot. Like the back garage where they do fucking like brake checks. They change your, they replace your rotors. This is where, stand-up comedy is done in 2025. Kudos to Ray, really.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
I think Ray is really trying to, he's trying to progress comedy. And why do comedy at comedy clubs anymore, man? I mean, just do it at any local establishment that will take you. I think that's Ray's mindset. And I'm here to say I fully endorse this mindset. If your local Wawa will allow you to do stand-up comedy from the parking lot, I'd say go ahead. I think Win by 2, the guys here at Win by 2, we're going to actually try to play some music. Possibly in a CVS parking lot we were eyeing, just yesterday. So it's very exciting. And you got pioneers like Ray DeVito, Mr. Mean and Vicious.
Mean, vicious.
Who's really leading the charge here at really being able to do live performances from, wherever. It's like the All-American Rejects. Has anyone seen this? It's pretty fucking insane. The All-American Rejects, a American punk rock band, they're now doing shows. I don't know what's happening anymore. I really don't. They're doing shows from backyards. Has anyone seen this? If you haven't, all you need to do, and look, it doesn't cost any money. I'm pretty sure if you just hit the All-American Rejects up, the same band that sings Move Along, Dirty Little Secret. What's their other big hit? Party Like a Rock Star? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you just hit them up. They will come to your backyard and perform. It's quite the spectacle. Quite the spectacle. This is a band that was in the video game Rock Band. Yeah, here it is. Check this out. Live from a backyard, the All-American Rejects. All-American Rejects just playing at random house parties is so fucking cool. So again, they're probably super inspired by Ray. Cheers. This is a backyard. I just can't, this is a guy who's probably what in his 40s. I just still can't get over like the low V-neck shirts that they have on, the very tight V-neck shirts that they have on. I mean, you can't be like a cool guy with like women's clothing. You just can't. It's impossible. Truly great stuff. And again, they have Ray DeVito to thank for that. Raymond DeVito doing comedy. And I still can't get over this. I still can't get over. And he posted this, by the way. It's not like the troll didn't post this. The troll didn't post this. Ray posted this. Hey, look how just uncomfortable he looks. I mean, what is this watch? There's this timepiece he has on. Is it a Fossil watch? I mean, what are we talking about? A Walmart branded watch here? There's furthermore, there's 2 cars in the parking lot. No, 3. Right over Ray's little left wrist here. You see another windshield of a car. So there's 3 people. 3 people went out to. So the thing is, it's not even the people who. It's not Ray doing shows here. It's the people. Who are the 3 people checking this out? Who are the 3 lost individuals that are going to check this out? Seriously. That is insane, man. This might be a picture of the year in the Hackverse. This might be picture of the year. Ray's dressed to the nines, by the way. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. It's nuts. It's knuckin' fucking futs. Welcome into the show. We're going to be getting into... we're going to be getting into... Shut up. We're going to be getting into a lot of stuff here today. I don't know how long we're going to be going. We might do 7 hours. We might do 12. We might do 2. We might do... It all depends on how I'm feeling at the end of the day. We will be drinking on today's program. So if you are drinking, pour one up. If you're smoking, smoke one up. If you are shooting up, don't let us know that you're shooting up. Just kind of do it off on your own time. If you're snorting anything tonight, please be safe and responsible while snorting. And let's just have a good time, whatever it is you're doing here tonight, here at Win by 2. Happy Saturday. The weekend is here, the last day of the month. Like I said, the year is flying by. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I feel like I've entered in some sort of time vortex where time and space and reality don't even make sense anymore. So that's insane. Cheers to everyone here. Let's have a fucking fantastic show. Oh. So, like I mentioned, Chad, Nick, we're going to be getting into those characters. A little bit of Patrick here tonight. Where is he at? Patrick, come on down. Where are you at? Patrick always, he doesn't always do it, but a lot of the times, Melton, when discussing yours truly.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
He always has to it's very weird in what he has to do, Melton. He always wants to claim that I've quit podcasting. I heard him on his show the other day. Oh, what happened to Win by 2? Didn't he quit podcasting like 8 months ago? It's very insane. You just sound retarded when you say this sort of thing, Melton. You see, it's not like some sort of slam. It's if I actually quit podcasting 8 years ago, I guess it would, or 8 months ago, it would be a slam. But we're podcasting right now, Melton. Been podcasting for the past 8 months. Last week, last month. We're just doing it, man. We're just out here chugging along. Chugging along? Is that what we're doing? We're chugging along. Yeah, makes sense. So we'll get into some Patrick and what he had to say about yours truly Win by 2. We have some interesting Shulie developments with Kevin Brennan, I think,
fucking hack.
cracking some cases and breaking some interesting news. I think so Shulie, the last hashtag Shulie news, courtesy of Jake in the chat for $1.99 earlier, but in the pre-show says, never forget Shulie knew. And this is one of the biggest point of contentions when it comes to Chad. Chad just refuses to cover Shulie, even though Shulie is like the ultimate Kumia cuck. He might be like right next to Gino Bisconto. Like Shulie might be right there. Shulie's probably right there neck and neck with Gino. And Carl too. I mean, obviously, you know how we can forget. Carl was on Alex Stein this past week talking about the Nick Ricada drama. Carl's such a rat weasel, man. I know a lot of people used to support him. I'm just glad. I mean, look, we were, you know, Win by Two was calling it out 2 years ago. And it's so refreshing to see a lot of people starting to finally catch up to where reality is and how this guy, Carl Heberger, is like a complete fraudster. He might as well be like, what's his name? Bernie Madoff. Carl might as well be Bernie Madoff. He's just a complete shim-shammer, scammer, snake oil salesman. You can't trust him. If you left your wallet out next to it, you'd probably steal it. The guy is such a slime. He really is. He was on Alex Stein this past week. We're going to get into some of that, I think, hopefully. But the last we left, the whole biggest thing with Shulie over the past, I guess, year, since DabbleCon, LoserCon 2, was this whole producer ESO thing. Obviously, the man is a convicted fucking pedophile, confirmed. And this was the same guy who was operating the ones and twos behind the scenes at the Shulie network. Turns out he had 6,000 images. Never forget, by the way, 6,000. 6,000. And this guy was sick. Right under Shulie. All these guys' his fucking nose. The entire time. And their biggest thing was, we had no idea. We had no clue. Remember, Shulie, I feel like it would be a good fucking, a good thing right now, because we're going to get into this right at the top. Shulie Egar crying. Can we find that clip? Yeah, here it is. I want the longer clip, though. Remember, he was in tears. The man was sobbing. If you cry on a live stream, you should probably quit. Alex Stein, Steel Toe. If you're out there crying on cam for sympathy donations, you should probably quit. The internet is not for you. There's no crying in podcasting, you fucking bitches. All of you. Shulie Egar. Where would it be? Shulie crying. Where's the fucking infamous stream at? We've covered it here before. I don't want to have to go to Reddit, but it looks like that's what we're going to have to do. God damn it, man. Let's see. Hold on. There's a YouTube short of it. Let's see what this is.
Little child.
Yeah.
Dry your crying eyes.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. How can I explain?
Remember this?
I don't know.
Never forget.
I don't know. So, I just want to tell you guys that, you know, ESO would be producing and you hear his kids in the background and he always seemed like a good dad to me.
Oh, he seemed like a good dad to you. He seemed like a good dad to you. This is a pedophile, man. Again, these guys, you know, they want to be the ones to break you all the worst. Like, they're on, I think, on a stream right now, like, going over Stuttering John, Dox's Cardiff Electric. It's like, motherfucker, you let a pedophile dupe you. You know, you should be thrown out with the garbage. You should be thrown out with the rest of them. You should be locked up. Seriously. It's sick. It's fucking, I mean, so sick. He seemed like such a good dad, man. Every interaction we had was just so good. He used to read me Bible passages, and he always used to bring up little kid looks, but, you know, I didn't think anything of it. I just thought he was a good dad. Yeah. Seems like a swell dad to me.
If you guys want to help out, that would be great.
If you guys want to help out, so this is the big thing here. Shulie had started like this whole I don't know if it was a GoFundMe. It was just like, I think he said it was like $1,000. The first $1,000 he made, like, you know, they raised it was a fundraiser. It was essentially a fundraiser for Take Back the Night, which is some sort of anti-pedophilic agency that goes around and kills pedophiles. Now, I don't know if they do that, but they definitely are anti-pedo. That's all I know. Which most people should be. I feel like that's not even a hot take in 2025. I mean, most people should be anti-pedo. And if you're not, you should probably take a hard glance in the mirror and probably, drink some cyanide or something. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. If you're not anti-pedo in 2025, yikes. So Shulie was crying. You guys could help out any way possible. We got this fundraiser, Take Back the Night, $1,000. We're going to give it right to Take Back the Night, which is this, again, anti-pedo organization. Let's watch Shulie, the waterworks, the fake acting. This is all acting. This is all a bit, all a goof. Shulie doesn't actually care about the children. If it were up to Shulie, there would be 6,000 more children who got harmed and got, pedophiled against, I guess. I don't know. If we're up to Shulie, there would be more. Oh, God damn it. That's fair.
He always seemed like a good dad.
Seemed like a good dad to me. Yeah.
If you guys want to help out,
I'll show you a good dad.
And again, I just want to let you guys know it's fucked up.
Oh, yeah. I just want to let you guys know it's fucked up. Is it fucked up?
I'm angry.
It's like the Incredible Hulk. You're not going to like me when I'm angry.
Like this. So what I got?
That's all I got, guys. That's all I fucking... Give it up for that performance, though. I mean, I do have to say, very cool stuff. Very cool acting. Very cool stuff. W Man for 25 months says, Pissworks. What? Pissworks? You chose to spend your 25-month super chat little membership highlighted comment here to say the words Pissworks. I'm genuinely perplexed right now. Thank you for the 25 months. Pissworks, I guess. I don't even know what that means. No ESO stain remover, says Jason Gilbert. Revenge Rage is clapping. Yeah, I mean, seriously, no, it's great. It's a great performance. It's a really good performance by a bald Jewish man.
If I could be a Jew right now,
I would be a Jew.
Win by 2 is funny.
Thank you, Melton. Yeah, so then we get to, so obviously, Shulie and Kevin Brennan, they go back and forth. It's hilarious watching, all these guys go back and forth and motherfuck each other and try to take each other down. And, it's pretty much just one big dick measuring contest. And the way they measure their virtual cocks is by cash, by the amount of cash flow that's flowing in. If you make more than $400, well, you got a fucking big 12-inch girthy fucking juicy hog. If you make under 400, however, you got a little micro peen. And as of late, the Shulie network has their feet has been really put to the fucking fire by this Tigger 7474. Every show, this guy's in there. Tigger 747474. He's got a calculator. He's doing PowerPoint presentations, and every show he's like, "Listen, Shulie Network, you've made only $87 today, and MLC is making $450. Girthy cock, micropene. You see." So we're gonna watch a little before we get into the ESO stuff and the breaking Kevin. Well, it's not really breaking, but the latest Kevin Brennan news as it pertains to Take Back the Night scam. By the way, this is a scam alert. This is a scam alert. Scam alert. Let's watch this magnificent cope here. And this is over on Shulie's Anonymous. What a great anonymous place to be. If you want to maintain your anonymity, go over to Shulie's Anonymous. They keep your secrets safe. Unless you're a pedophile. We have volume. Can we get some volume here, fellas?
Wow.
All right, hold on. This is all fucked up. This is not how I intended any of this to be. All right, here we go. Let's start over.
Yesterday's super chat told MLC 745.
And now it won't play.
PSN 192. Wow. Well,
okay, so here, let's just bring it back. So Shulie reads the chat. First of all, it's a free chat. What are you doing reading any free chats? All right. Secondly, you know a guy has nothing, no comeback ever when their next response after whatever the chat is the word wow.
Wow. Well, is that before YouTube's cut and paying the guests and Chad returning and Carmex and it's
and not allowing gifted memberships, of course. That would make us win. You can't do that.
Well, it's fine. Listen, good for you guys. Your show is awesome. Counting totals day and night. You must be so proud of your podcast. Fantastic, Tigger. Keep it up. Yeah. Everybody's talking about you.
Keep going back to Chad, by the way. That's fun. You know, show everybody that you're a fucking pussy. And
now Zenhauser has a point here. He does have a point. Chad, by the way, I buried the lead here, but Chad Zumach back on MLC. Obviously, we all knew this was going to happen. I mean, it's actually shocking that it didn't happen any sooner. But nevertheless, for whatever reason, the mud shark, the man who stands alone, the man who stands on an island, is back on MLC. You see. So Zenhauser kind of does have a point here. So I'm not going to totally motherfuck Zenhauser, even though I probably should. But let's just hear him out. Shulie's, so excited over this.
You have no integrity, and you're a loser, dude. You're just a loser who you're just going to bring this guy on because you think you're going to make a couple extra bucks, but you're going against everything that you believe in. Go fuck your mother.
Well, listen, I would ask Tigger, put up the totals when Kevin's by himself versus when Kevin has, his crew on. I mean, that Stevie Lou bump, the money doesn't start flowing until...
Shirley, what are we talking about here, though? You have to pay Mike Morse, Zenhauser, and producer Joe, discount Don Jameson, and more. So what are we doing? You also are... If Kevin is making more money, if he's making $450 per show and you're making $200 a show, you have to pay out the same amount of people that Kevin usually does. So, what are we talking about? You're still, no matter what, you're making less. So this spin and cope, this might be cope of the year. This might be the cope of the year.
Stevie Lou enters the picture.
Yeah, I like those solo shows, those Evening with Peepaw, where he's just sitting there and you're watching him just chew on his own lip.
MLC pays more people than you do. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. It's true at this point. Absolutely, he's got a bigger payroll.
Right, I love it. He's got all that foam finger money. He's got to shell out on every year.
Well, and he's happy.
Sick comeback, Zen. That foam finger money he's got to shell. Yeah, pretty sure he just did it as a one-time goof, but okay.
That foam finger money he's got to shell out on every year.
This is a comic, by the way. Listen to this response by this comic.
It's true. Yeah. It's true at this point.
Like he thought about this.
Absolutely. He's got.
This is Zen's brain synapses firing on all cylinders. Listen to this genius, comedic genius.
Bigger payroll.
Right. I love it. He's got all that foam finger money he's got to shell out on every year.
Well, and
whoa, sick take.
No,
dude.
He's happy.
Sick take.
Didn't he do a whole thing yesterday about
he's got the backwards hat. He's doing the Ken Griffey look here.
How he did
Ken Griffey circa 1999 home run derby.
Self-inventory on his life, and he doesn't know what to do now. So it's working.
Yeah,
it's working.
Think about going into DeVry Institute of Technology.
Nothing to say other than it's time to blunder. Add that one, Tigger. That's $2. Here's another $2 from Steak and Potato Bar, $24.99.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
How come Tigger never comes in on these days to tell us how much Kevin made?
Can you say solo shows?
Solo, they can't hear me.
And he never comes in on those days.
Interesting. Lord Geritol.
If they're solo shows and he's making $300 a solo show, it's still more than $192, and you have to break up and divide all your money with 7 people. So what is it that Again, I've never, I'm just trying to follow the logic and reason here, but I can't follow along because no matter what they say, it just seems like, they're spinning and spiraling out of control.
Oh, the third. Thank you. I don't know who it's for.
Kevin has one good day. They have to run in here and brag about it.
Well, they need to. I mean, how many good days?
And it's one person. It's not they. I mean, unless Tigger is a they, them, trans kind of person. Am I right? I don't think Tigger is a trans. So it's not like a bunch of people running into Shulie's chat, on Kevin's behalf. And pretty sure it's just one guy. Like it's just stating the facts of the totals.
You gotta have, and
I'm pretty sure Shulie was the guy who started this whole like numbers thing with Playboard. I could be wrong on that, but
enough. This isn't about him. He'll be there. He ain't going anywhere. This is.
All right, so there you have it. Shulie's insane cope trying to make it seem that he's making he's doing, the Shulie Network is doing A-okay. JE for 21 months. Now, he's not wasting his 21-month membership, W-Man. Look, this is how it's done with just putting the words pissworks. Again, I still don't even know what that means. I feel like that's some sort of like sexual term. I don't know what's going on. Now, John, this is from Jay. Now, John, a woman walks into an elevator. She's designed by God for you. She whispers in your ear, let's have gay sex. What do you do? Now, this is a setup kind of a question. See, you never answer this question. This is what you do. What I do is I don't answer the question. And you know what? No. See, you almost baited me back into answering the question. I'm not going to answer that question. I plead the fifth, JE. I plead the fifth. There's too many moving parts. There's too many variables happening here. I'm under the influence of alcohol here tonight. And, we're not answering said. Well, Jay, here, how about this? What would you do? What would you do in said situation? You run out of the elevator, right? That's probably what you would do, I'd imagine. Thank you for the 21 months. That's fucking such a long time. You're out of your mind. Dirty Deed says, this is like a question from Speed. What do you do? Sport. What do you do? Oh, fuck me, man. All right, let's keep it moving, Jay. You're not going to get me tonight. Not tonight. It's not happening. I'll sick line meows on your ass. How's that sound? All right, so let's show you the KB. Let's show you the KB clip here coming up. Again, over on Shulie's Anonymous from Mr. Nasty Man as a clipper on Shulie's Anonymous. Again, clipping out of his mind. This is KB the other day had on Keanu. Like, this is all sick, man. All these people, I mean, they really do deserve each other. They really do need a team to be on. They need reassurance. They need validation. They need to be told they're doing a good job. And at the end of the day, what it really comes down to it, they do need the $50. They do need the money. Keanu and Gino need the cash. They're desperate for the cash. Chad needs the cash. That's why he's on Kevin's. And for the other reasons as well. But, I mean, don't think that the money isn't a variable and a factor here. Keanu's on the show. Again, this was, I think, Thursday. And Kevin had some interesting news here. Let's check it out. I love when the volume isn't working. Isn't that insane? Like, I mean, you're watching me put the volume up.
Who would have thunk it?
Kevin, your name was shared with us as the contact for the Shulie Edgar fundraiser. That username, Take Back the Night, as a recipient.
Come on, Kevin, you can do it. Third time's a charm. Here we go.
Take Back the Night as a recipient of the funds raised. If you're, we will be reporting this incident to the authorities and pursuing.
So I guess Kevin reported the Shulie Network, which is incredible, by the way, for not donating to Take Back the Night.
Civil penalties and jail time for the illegal use of our name and the funds raised. This illegal behavior carries civil and criminal penalties, and we are very protective of our name and reputation. Take Back the Night operates with 100% volunteers and uses 100% of our funding to help end sexual violence and support victims of abuse, rape, sexual assault, trafficking, and more. And that's what they do. They start a network with pedophiles, and then once the guy gets caught, they try to make some money off of this guy. I mean, it's disgusting. Barry, you must have an incredible take on this, right? Go fuck yourself, you fucking hack.
Jesus Christ. It's so fucking, that's so disturbing. Wow.
Ribs on during heavy content is awkward. Yeah, that's what I thought. Plus, he's showing his dick earlier, so that was uncomfortable. Take Back Tonight, more like take me back to Turkey with $1,000 to finish my teeth.
Oof, that's
LOL. Borgo Biden gave out pardons like candy. Almost none of them just. Oh, they're saying Shulie's going to get a pardon.
So we need to be able to dissect what is going on here in a logical thinking way. And what I mean by that is, okay, Kevin, with the whole Shulie Network thing, it's beyond fucked up. It is completely beyond fucked up. First of all, the whole Shulie in tears moment, follow that by, they said that they were going to, start a fundraiser for $1,000, and they were going to donate that $1,000 to Take Back the Night, which is like an anti-pedophilic organization that helps fight against pedophilia, to which they never donated to. And I guess now they're being called out on it from Kevin, which is, it's not shocking. It shouldn't come as a shocker to anybody. Again, we're dealing with somebody like a Shulie. At the very least, the man is a Jew. He's a snake. And, so it shouldn't come as a shocker to anybody. But all the moving parts here in this clip, you got Keanu on the show. So now I guess she's just a part of MLC now. And we're slowly starting to see these teams start to really shape up. I mean, you got the MLC squad with the Keanu. And it's insane, too, because, here on MLC, on the MLC side of things, you got Chad, you got Gino, you got Keanu, and Gino and Keanu are supposed to be Kumia cucks. They're in his intro, after all. But Chad just turns a blind eye because Kevin is now accepted Chad back into the fold. So, therefore, Gino and Keanu are now no longer Kumia cucks. They're friends. Gino was just on, and Keanu was just on Kumia cucks this past week. So, who is a Kumia cuck anymore? What is the show even about? What is the show even about anymore? Kumia's cucks. All of it is just one big 2-hour stream of nothing. It's really what it is. It's nothing. So let's listen.
He'll say it's an oversight, and
No, he'll say he has somebody else to do it, and I already saw what they said when they did the show. When they talked about the show, they said because a single white Joe came out, and he was like, "No, we when we hit the $1,000 goal, it automatically donate."
And see, people in Super Chat, I don't know if you can't put the word Jew in a Super Chat. You could call somebody a Jew, I'm pretty sure. It's not like a derogatory term. You're just stating a fact. He's a Jew. He's a Jewish person. I'm an Italian person. You're a Brit. You're an Irishman. You're an African. You're a Canadian. You should be able to identify people by their ethnicity. Now, when you start to get a little out of hand, now maybe, you dial it back a little bit. But look, I'll identify people as Jews all the time. What's the harm in that?
Donated to Take Back the Night, and then people were like, well, why would you do it anonymously? And Shulie was like, well, we didn't want her name to be. It's like, no, why would you not? You already talked about it on YouTube. Right. Your name is already attached to it. So why would you not want your name attached to the donation?
If you announce it publicly, why would you donate anonymously?
Yeah.
Cool take, Keanu.
That's when all of a sudden, as soon as that happened, I'm like, yeah, they're lying. They're lying. Trump just pardoned ISO. Oh, no, he only pardons grifters. So Shulie has no worries now. Yep.
So the Shulie Network had a response to this. I think this was either as of today or like late last night, 3:30. So this was yesterday at 6:57 p.m. This is from the Shulie Network's Twitter account, by the way. In August of 2024, listen to this response. In August of 2024, we were able to raise $1,040.34. By the way, it sounds like a made up fucking number. 1040. First of all, isn't that like some sort of chemical? WD 1040 or an oil or something? 1040. I think that's the oil I use in my car. 1040.34 through our YouTube channel for Take Back the Night Foundation. We are grateful to everyone in our audience who donated to help them in their important mission. That's it. That was their big response. Again, no receipts. No, nothing. There was nothing. There was fucking nothing. There was absolutely no. I mean, this is it. This is all you got. This is all you got. And the Shulie supporters, man, I mean, shame on you for just continually to eat this up. You continuously just enable these people to just rob you blind. To say that they're going to take money on the behalf of a charity and they're going to donate. I mean, this is basically what Aaron did. Remember when Aaron said, oh, well, I'm going to give all the money we raise on today's stream, I'm going to give over to the Ricada children, those smelly, stinky, malnourished children. I'm going to give the money to them. Where did the money go? Where is this money going? Hello? Where's the money going? Are you happy? Is everyone happy? You're being robbed. You're giving your money to these snakes and they're pocketing it for Starbucks or Five Guys or a PlayStation 4 fucking gift card, PlayStation points, Xbox Live memberships. This is what they're doing. They're stealing. Can anyone see this? Oh, we're going to donate on the behalf of anti-pedophile. I mean, I'm not going to say they're getting rich because it's $1,000, but it's like, and then they just continue, all these people just continue to do the same thing. They do the same fucking thing. In Shulie's case, Stuttering John hasn't been on the internet in like months. They're doing a show on him right now. Are you okay with this? Is this what you want from your creators? Do you want to be robbed and lied to? Maybe some people do. Maybe some people love it. Maybe some people are so sick that they actually do love this sort of thing. They love being robbed and being abused. Not me, man. Not me. I'll tell you that much. Something needs to be done. I don't know. The FBI needs to be involved. Even though they already were, but it's just, it's frustrating sometimes. Soft for $2 as Blade. Blade's old co-host, Alex, was a Jew.
If I could be a Jew right now,
I'd be Alex.
be a Jew.
I'd be Alex. I'd be Alex. Thank you, Soft for 2. Jake says win by 2 is a lone gunman needs no team. Hashtag teams are gay. And that is true. Teams are gay. I'm not a team guy. I don't play well on teams. No, it's just amazing, man. It really is. When you sit there and really think about it, like on a daily basis. And I think that's a big reason why a lot of these people do like 19 shows a week. Because it's impossible to keep up. It's impossible to follow what they're saying because the second you actually dissect and digest what it is that they're actually saying, they're off doing 3 other streams. It's impossible. It's really impossible. So, and I think that's why we've become so desensitized. And we've just are just able to turn a blind eye to all this because there's just so much going on at all times where it's just a constant misdirection. The second you have somebody on something, boom, they're doing 9 other streams. It's really sick, man. It's really sick. Don't let Chad Zumach hear that, though. He's going to claim I'm stealing another one of his bits. We'll get to that here in a second. Saw for another $2. Says Space Wars equals life. I don't know about all that, but it's close. It's close. Hashtag, I'm not going to read that. Hashtag not hot reads. Hashtag nigga Heil Hitler. Hell yes. Hell to the motherfucking yes. All right, we're all caught up. Thank you to Soft and Jake. All right, let's see. Where are we going to go from here? I want to get into some Chad stuff here, if you allow me to here tonight. Without further ado, Chad Zumach, he's on a fucking rampage. He's on a fucking mission from God. No, I don't know about God, but Chad's drinking again. Chad's threw away his diet. Chad is in a bad way. He's back on MLC. He won't go after Shulie. He refuses. Chad pretty much hates doing what he's doing. He hates the people he's covering it. Chad lives in his own personal hell. He's bought fake Jordans. It's confirmed. Chad's life is it literally is spiraling out of control. It is spiraling out of control. And if you can't see that, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. This is a guy in his 50s buying fake pairs of shoes. And he's bragging to dumb e-thots on the internet like Ashley Cummings. Bragging. Look at my fake shoes. Don't you like fake shoes? First of all, you shouldn't be bragging about your shoe purchases. You shouldn't be telling anyone yet. Buying a pair of shoes just should be a normal thing people do. You shouldn't brag about it. Check out my new pair of fake Jordans, man. Aren't they so cool? I love fake Jordans. Do you? Do you? I would venture to guess Ray DeVito doesn't own a set of fake Jordans. Ray DeVito might own Jordans, which is cringe in and of itself. One, I don't think he's bragging about it. And two, I don't think they're fake. Ray probably owns authentic pair of Jordans. Fact. And if he doesn't, well, then I take back that statement. But nevertheless, Chad Zumach, he's on a mission from God. No, I'm just kidding. He's not on a mission from God. What is he, a priest? Beloved Chatter for 2 says, Chad's pants are, what's that, 100,000 times more cringe than his shoes. You want to see the pants? Do you want to see the pants? You're not ready for the pants, guys. You're not ready for those camos. You're not ready for the camos, beloved Chatter. Wow. This is a guy in his 50s wearing camos and fake Jordans. But they're red bottoms. You're doing the Tukey. Huh? Chad, that's your voice. We're not doing the Tukey. We're doing the you. Don't you get it? Don't you see? You're a clown. You're a buffoon. Dance, monkey. You fucking bitch. Where's the Chad drop at? This has all been one big stalling tactic to find the Chad segue bumper here. Here we go. Bow. Bow, bow. Bow. Bow, bow. Barracuda. Let's do some Chadwick Zumach here, ladies and gentlemen. Chad over on, well, this is some Chad Zumach again. If you're not following by now, if you're not into the anti-Chad stuff, or it's not even anti-Chad, if you're just not into the Chad stuff, or if you are into the Chad stuff and not following Chad Zumach by now, I don't know what it is that you're doing. Chad Zumach says on Twitter, says, I'm sure this was just a coincidence and not because I'm living rent-free in Chad Zumach's head. You decide. So I guess this was Chad. Let's see here. This is from Zumach. Let's see if we can't break this down. Chad Zumach fans rally together and get this man some new quote-unquote comedy pants so he doesn't have to wear the same camo pants every time with one of his merch shirts. I guess maybe like the sweater vests, this is just who Chad is now. So as you can see here, this was one of Chad's bright highlighter, orange highlighter pairs of shoes, creamsicle pairs of shoes here with the camo pants. Taking selfies in the mirror. Guys, I haven't taken a selfie probably since 2015. To be taking selfies this day and age is fucking gay. Unless you're like, again, an e-thought, you know, Zia Anderson, somebody who's like selling yourself on the internet, like in a sexual way. You shouldn't be taking selfies. You really shouldn't be taking selfies. I think we can all unanimously agree that that's fucking cringe. Very fucking cringe to be taking selfies in mirrors with camo pants. And where's Chad at? Like the DMV? The local post office? Like, what is going on? What is this picture? What is this picture? Oh, he's just doing Tukey. I'm doing you, fucking idiot. I'm doing your voice. That is how you sound. You sound like a fucking a jock who's huffed too much PCP. You're brain dead. Where is he at here? There's like a fucking pallet jack right here to the right. Like, what is going on? Why is there a pallet jack in your selfie pic? Or is this a scooter? Is this the scooter you fucking scooted yourself down to the post office to? I mean, what is actually going on here? Oh my God. Look at those pants. Look at those pants, man. Cool pants, dude. So I guess Chad Zumach had called this out, and Chad's not wearing these pants anymore. He threw those pants out because, for whatever reason. Wow. Unreal. Unbelievable. You want to see Chad do comedy? Chad posted this, by the way. I think today. You want to see Chad do comedy?
How'd you meet this guy? You. Yeah,
High school.
High school?
He's doing, this is crowd work. This is a comic. Now, Chad wants to claim he's better than Ray at stand-up comedy. I'd argue that they're both about equal. I'd even argue that Ray is even a little better with the zingers. I'd argue that Raymond, Mr. Mean and Vicious, is better than Chad. Sorry, I had that super chat still up there on the screen. All right, so Chad literally posted this video today. This is his crowd work. Let's see how it's done.
How'd you meet this guy? You. Yeah,
High school.
High school?
Yeah.
Me? High school sweethearts?
I totally like.
I banged her best friend. I banged her best friend?
Yeah.
And like the entire, look how nervous and uncomfortable he is. I mean, he's got his arm, like he's hugging himself. This is what is referred to as a self-soothing mechanism here, when you're hugging yourself during your comedy set. And he hasn't moved. He has not moved.
How'd you meet this guy? You. Yeah,
High school.
High school?
Yeah.
Me? High school sweethearts?
I totally like.
I banged her best friend. I banged her best friend?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Oh my God.
It's a weird story. You want to hear about it?
No,
I don't want to hear anything. No. No one finds you interesting. How'd you meet this guy?
That was the clip. By the way, Big W, I missed you, by the way, earlier for 6 months as pissy eyes. What does this mean? W-Man came in earlier, says piss works, and then Big W came in for 6 months, says pissy eyes. Are you guys into, like, getting pissed on? Are the W's here today? You guys remind me of, like, the Bash brothers, the Barrett brothers in the Mighty Ducks. That's who the W's remind me of. Like, they're like the chat's Bash brothers coming around, causing up havoc in my chat room with piss. So you guys are just into piss stuff. Got it. Check. we got it. You guys like piss. The W's are into piss. Confirmed. I actually have no idea what any of it means. Can we watch that one more time? I don't know like what the punchline was to this, but this was posted by none other than Chad himself with his fake red bottoms on. And just somebody has to tell me what's going on here. Maybe I'm just not hip to this modern day stand up.
How'd you meet this guy?
So this is the crowd work. He chose to post.
You. Yeah,
High school.
High school?
Yeah.
Me? High school sweethearts?
I totally like.
I banged her best friend. I banged her best friend?
Yeah.
So like I guess a troll like comes out of nowhere, like one of these hecklers come out of nowhere and try to throw Chad off his game. Chad's attention quickly goes to the heckler. How does Chad combat the heckler?
It's a weird story. You want to hear about it? No, I don't want to hear anything. No. No one finds you interesting.
No one. No. That was Chad's. That's a comic slam. No one finds you interesting.
That's a fucking fact.
Are we, Chad? I mean, come on, dude. Come on, man. W-Man says, new podcast, the W's. Yeah. Anthony Cumia's dad used to call him Pissy Eyes when he cried. Oh, is that a fact? Is that true? This is crowd work, says Dr. Chow. It's a stand-up comedy thing. No, I know what crowd work is, but what's the slam? Like, imagine, I mean, I don't know, pick any comic in the world who's posting crowd work material. And then this is the slam that they choose to post.
It's a weird story. You want to hear about it? No, I don't want to hear anything.
So the heckler says, it's a weird story. I don't know if you want to hear about it. And Chad's like, no. I don't find you interesting.
No. No one finds you interesting.
No one finds you interesting. I do. I find this guy interesting. That was the post. I'm at a loss for words, man. I'm at a loss for fucking words. We got more chat coming up, but we have also more piss material coming up from the W's. W Manford 2 says piss missed. What is that, like piss from your dick? Dick piss? Dick missed? Christmas. Christmas, a dick miss, a piss miss, a rip miss. Look, man, I'm not a freestyler. But what's piss miss, man? What is happening? Are you okay? Is everything going okay for you, W man? Piss miss. It does sound like the day after, like Christmas. Guys, make sure if you can't catch my Christmas party, make sure you check out my Pissmas party the next day. December 26th, Pissmas. You're not going to want to miss it. Reverend Rage for $1.99 says, call Shulie's dad. Ask him about the charity money. Who's Shulie's dad, Cumia? I don't know who Shulie's dad is. Netanyahu? Who would be Shulie's dad? Enlighten me, Reverend Rage. Enlighten me with your brilliance. Dorian Morgan says dismissed. No, that works too. He should call the Shark Bite. Shades Cal, I'd agree with you if they were better. See, that would be a decent idea. Chad would never listen to that, though. Let's see if we can't get John to call Shulie. Who is Shulie's dad? I don't have Netanyahu's number. So, Oh, Noga says, I am. Starting John called his dad on his last day, remember. Well, if you have his number, I'll call him. I'll call him right now. Say I won't. Gino Bobina checking in says, hello. And 07 to Gino. Gino Bobino. I'm just kidding. Not Gino Bobino. We all know.
Thing is, Gino's a bitch.
Gino's fired, by the way. I buried another lead. Gino Bisconto was fired from selling TikTok trash cans. Could you believe that if I told you? Fired. Gone. He ain't no longer selling fucking trash cans for fucking TikTok. TikTok said, we're good. We're okay. We're fine. Gina. Sorry, now I'm getting both of you. I've had a little bit to drink. Full disclosure. Gino's had a tough year, man. He's had a tough year. Every gig he has, he's getting fired from. It's incredible. It really is incredible. I don't think I've ever been fired from a job once, let alone 3 times in a year. I mean, that takes a special kind of fucking retard. That takes a truly special kind of Italian greasy fucking derelict to get fired 3 times in a year. Insane, man. It really is insane. Can we watch some chat? More chat stuff? Before we get to Chad's triumphant return, if you can even call it that, we're going to get to Kumia's Cox and Chad's big slam on me. Pissworks. Okay. I guess that's what we're doing tonight. Piss material. I wish I'd have got the memo. Let's check it out.
In Palm Coast.
No way. Wow. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a real fucking idiot, huh? Wow. See, when Chad goes on, let me just explain something here. When Chad goes on, I'm not really watching, but I do record. I do screen record the episode. And I guess I didn't check my computer because usually this doesn't happen. But my antivirus protection expired. Now, I've never owned antivirus a day in my life. This is just Microsoft's way to try to scam you. Try to get you to buy their antivirus protection. I will not be fooled. And I have this pop-up that was just screen recording the entire time on this chat episode. Ain't that about a bitch? Ain't that about a bitch? All right, I think we're just going to go to the... this is unbelievable, man. This is unbelievable.
Let's go!
Burger and some waffle cheese fries.
From WWE. He's from Parma. You remember you thought it was a great idea to sell this book after you saw me do it for a month?
Okay, so this is where he comes at me again. Listen to this.
Who else is another one? Win by 2.
Win by who?
Guy again. A little,
Hold on. Let's get to
so
the...
we got to check see what the fuck's going on with him. Brandon Deff has Rob Saul.
We'll do audio
clips.
only.
Oh, yeah. Brandon Deff actually reached out to me because I'm looking for somebody to do production. And listen, a lot of people have reached out, and I appreciate it, but I'm not rushing to a decision. So if you're looking for some production work, a little, little side hustle, some money on the side, I'm looking to do a new intro, a new countdown. A lot of people have reached out. Friends of mine, I'm just looking for the best.
A lot of people, people are reaching out in droves. Just trying to be a part of the new Zumach Mania intro.
Possible guy and the most affordable. I'm taking my time with this. But you're saying Brandon Deff has clips of Rob Saul from yesterday? Or
the only reason why I cut it off, Jeff, is because I would get I would definitely get some sort of copyright infringement.
Just in general.
Okay, pay no mind if you see this. I should have just said this was how Chad's show was the entire time.
Because we need Rob Saul clips.
Listen to this shit.
I need to beat up on this little guy again.
Why?
It's fun. I love picking on Rob Saul.
Why?
I love all these losers. These little.
I love these losers. Like what?
Little guys who are trying to do it.
These little guys who are trying to do it. Listen to this. He's going to give me the how-to and the what's what here in just about a second.
Like Dan from Nice Podcast Stupid.
Dan lives rent-free in Chad's head. Dan has bought 3 beachfront properties in Chad's mind. It's insane. $2 at a time, by the way. $2. This is what $2 will do to a professional comedian podcast what's the word I'm looking for? Not extravaganza. Podcast connoisseur, as one like Chad. You for $2, you could buy 7 beachfront properties in Chad's mind.
Like he stinks.
He stinks. He's just not that good.
He's trying to be a guy.
Dan is actually transitioning from a bald female, ugly, weird Frankenstein creature to a guy. He's actually trying to transform into a guy. He's trying to have the surgery to attach a penis to himself. This is news to me.
And he's just really bad at it.
It's really bad. Don't forget that. Dan is really bad. If you hear nothing else from this show, Dan, really bad.
Who else is another one?
Yours
Win
truly.
by 2.
It's me.
He's trying shit.
I'm trying shit. Yeah. No, as of today, I'm trying piss. Not trying shit. I'm trying piss.
Literally, John from Win by 2, I watched a little bit of the show today.
He's watching every episode. He's amongst us right here. Probably tonight. He's amongst us here tonight watching in silence, seething, drinking. Dude, I was cool with that guy, John. He came to Atlantic City and was like, I went to my room. Oh, why? Seething. He is.
He literally just copies everybody. There's no originality. He literally just lifts from everybody. He's doing Rocco's impression of my voice.
That's your voice.
He's doing stuff Melton says. What Red Bar does. It's like he has no
I'm doing stuff Red Bar does.
originality. None. Zero. He has nothing. And this is just an honest critique, John. You don't have it.
I don't fuck.
You just copy and you see what Melton's doing. You see what Rocco's doing.
I don't see it.
Okay. Isn't that exciting? Okay, we're going to do it. Whee! 1, 2, and bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. So.
You just mimic it. You're doing exactly what they're doing. Come up with your own shit. You remember you thought it was a great idea to sell this book after you saw me do it for a month?
He is so bent out of shape over this book bit. Again, I think he's really dumb. And I know that's very easy to say about some. They're stupid. They're dumb. I get that. But I think he really is. I think he forgets his actual point to that bit. The bit was to let's support Aaron's kids because Aaron doesn't support his own children. So it was just a goof. Yeah, I bought a book to support Ashley and the kids. It's about the kids, man. It's not about stealing from the mud shark. That was your bit. You were like, let's all buy a book. So I buy a book and then I'm stealing from Chad. Okay.
Come up with your own stuff, Win by 2. You're a fucking jukebox. A cover band.
Meanwhile, you tune into Chad. It's his entire show is the hype train from Steel Toe, the bomb from Red Bar. I mean, what are we talking about here, Chad? What is your? And I challenge Chad Zumach. To write me one sentence discussing what his show is about. What is your show? What is the Kumia Cuck brand anymore? At least I've been consistent for the past 3 years. Flip-flop more than anybody. And I think that's what pisses you off. Because you see a guy like me, you see I'm doing it, I attract a little bit of an audience, you're threatened by that. That's a thing he always throws around too. Oh, I see these little guys trying to chat. 2 years ago, I remember tuning into a sit-down Zumach stream, quote unquote. There would be 7 people in the live chat. Now look, I'm not the one to throw around numbers. I think numbers are it's a very, wishy-washy thing to throw around because numbers come, numbers go. One day you could be, 5,000 live viewers. The next day you could be at 1,000. It's just what happens, right? But when these people constantly have to remind you how well they're doing based on and it's like, first of all, Chad, you could barely crack. I mean, what are you cracking on YouTube? 400? I mean, that's not really any reason to brag about your numbers. Nobody really has any room to brag about numbers. I mean, there's people who are doing, 50 times what the biggest streamer in this universe is doing. So it's like, what are you trying to be? The smartest person at the retard table? I mean, what is going on here? Imagine letting little old me get you this worked up.
And you have the nerve to criticize me or...
Oh, I do. Your show is garbage. Let us never forget, Chad. Let us never forget. Your whole studio excursion. You're going to buy a new studio. What did that entail? A keyboard. And then you moving into a new corner of your room. We put you on equipment watch. You bought the same microphone I did. See, guys would never admit that they watch my show and they feel a little bit inspired. And Chad's been on record saying that I got the ones and twos down to a science, but he would never admit anything else further. He's got too much pride. He's got too much ego. You tune into a Chad Zumach show. It doesn't matter what day. If it's a Monday, or if Wednesday, is Thursday, or Friday. He's going on every day now. Every single day, this man's going live, doing the same things. He's calling people out of his fucking contact list, checking in on them. You don't give a shit about anything. And this is the reason I just want to check in with my peers. You don't give a shit about your peers. If you gave a shit about your peers, you'd call them off the show. You're strictly just basically using them for content because you have no other content. You're sitting in a corner. I mean, you've played the air horn drop probably 50,000 times a show. It really is nauseating at this point. The hype train you do, the $100 spot. I mean, what is your show, bro? Seriously. I mean, I'm genuinely asking a sentence or less. Tell me what your show is about. And I'll stop. I'll never watch another minute of sit down Zumach and play it on my show.
Anybody else? Fuck off, dude. You got nothing. You
Dode, by the way, he calls me Dode. I don't know what a Dode is. Is that another piss work term?
Come up with your own shit.
Listen to this.
You remember you thought it was a great idea to sell this book after you saw me do it for a month? Come up with your own stuff, Win by 2. You're a fucking jukebox. A cover band.
I am in a cover band, by the way.
And you have the nerve to criticize me or anybody else? Fuck off, dude. You got nothing. You copy me. You watch me. You want to be me. You act like me. All of you act like me. Carmex, all of you. Carmex is doing my Carl. Everyone's copying my fucking shit. Do your own shit. God damn it, Matt.
Does anyone actually believe this? If you do, I have 3 bridges to sell you at the end of the show. Does anybody really believe this? Seriously, I'm genuinely asking here.
Carmex is doing my Carl. Everyone's copying my fucking shit. Do your own shit. God damn it, Matt. I'm tired of it, man. You copycats. And then you have the nerve to criticize me, motherfucker. You should be thanking me. All of you.
Happy Day says being a drunk midget. I don't think so.
Get on your knees and suck my dick.
Huh?
Now he's threatening me to get on my knees and suck his peen. I will not do such a thing, Chad. I will not do such a thing. Listen to this.
And say, thank you, Chad. You inspire me. Thank you. You're hilarious. But no, you want to go hard in the paint after me.
That is my show title, you fucking moron.
Would you say he went hard in the paint?
He went hard in the motherfucking paint.
I mean, are you brain dead?
So you can make some fucking coin. I get it. I get it. You want to be me. You all want to be me. Talking that shit. What's next?
Chad. Again, I don't need, look, to sit here and try to argue with somebody who's like brain dead and wears camo pants and buys fake Jordans would be ridiculous, right? I'm not going to sit here and get in the back and forth. Oh, dude, just, you have to be, you guys, I trust my audience well enough to understand what is happening here, right? This is a full-on spiral. Full-on spiral. Chad, you're living in a world of delusion if you think anyone is trying to be you, trying to mimic you. Somebody who mimics everyone, by the way.
What are you guys going to do next? What else are you going to lift from me and pawn it off as your own? Come up with your own original take on things. Fucking copycats. Just take, and take. Come up with your own ideas.
And then he plays the hype train. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm reloaded. All right, let's get back. Let's get into Chad on MLC. He made his way back to Daddy Kevin. Let's check out this fucking... This was the same day, by the way. I think this was Tuesday or Wednesday. The same day, Chad goes on that emotional spiral, rage spiral. He shows back up on MLC. Again, you know, I think it's not like everyone predicted Chad would be back on MLC. It was just the amount of time it would take for him to get back. And it was actually quicker than I thought. I think I said within like 6 months. And it happened, I think, within 2 or 3. So, again, it should tell you a lot about Kevin. It should tell you a lot about Chad, where they're at in their careers. They both need each other. Chad needs Kevin. He needs that extra $70, a week. And Kevin needs Chad because he's tired of having on Carmix and Stevie Lou and, Felicia and Barry Ribs and pretty much no names. So they need each other. This was Chad's return to MLC. He's going to call out Carmix here. He's bring me up again. Let's listen. Wrong show.
You think I'm just going to hand over my show to you, Doom?
Right.
Oh, look who's here.
Oh, shit. Chad! Holy shit. I'm
Chad,
talking
you've been
to
drinking?
the Z-Man.
Yeah.
So Chad is back. Chad is back on the sauce. Mr. Health Fitness himself, Mr. 10,000 steps, Mr. 10-mile bike rides a day is drinking again, eating Arby's at an alarming rate, eating Wendy's, junior bacon cheeseburgers at a staggering pace. Again, this is a spiral. We're watching a man literally in live time collapse. Mentally, physically, and spiritually break down.
You're coming in hot.
Yeah.
Okay, let him have it then.
Yeah, Carmax, you totally just lifted everything I do. I saw you doing my Carl impression, going after Carl. You don't stand for shit. You went after Mel.
So if you go after Carl, you're therefore copying Chad. Only Chad can go after Carl. Chad was, and again, let us never forget, Chad was the same guy who went on Carl's show, begging to be on that show.
And then all of a sudden you ran and sucked his dick and got his super chat system.
A lot of dick sucking innuendos from Chad.
His super tip system. You're not this guy. You're not this guy. You're the guy who was trying to be buddy with Pat Dixon. So quit pretending. That's all you're doing is pretending to be something. You're not. I've seen you guys come and fucking go, bro. You're Ski Mask 2.0. They all come and go.
Damn.
So enjoy your 15 minutes, bitch.
Chad, really? Do you think I'm that guy?
Fuck back, Carmax. You talk a tough game. So wait.
Yeah,
so
don't start kissing my ass, dog. I don't like you.
Chad. When was he a Melton dick rider?
Yes.
He was talking all this shit about
dick rider because he's using his super tips?
Yeah, he's talking all this shit about Melton, and all of a sudden he runs and does his super tips.
Yeah.
So he can get 10% from you, you fucking idiot.
He can have my 10%. I'm making money, bitch.
For now.
For now and forever. If I have anything
you
to
suck,
do with
dog.
It.
You suck.
Really?
What if you're a 15-minute podcaster?
Yeah, go bite my Carl impression. Do everything I'm doing. I'm sick of all you fucks like Win by 2, Dan Nice. You guys just live.
Win by 2 is watching.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
Thank you.
Everything I'm doing. I'm sick of all you fucks like Win by 2, Dan Nice. You guys just live from me.
So you impress Carl, and I'm not able to. What is
Carmax, do your Carl impression. Carmax, do your Carl impression.
It's my impression.
That's my Carl impression.
Yeah, because
it's just like, it's not even like a staple sit down Zumach, Chad Zumach impression. It's basically just like a Beavis and Butthead impression. More so Beavis, I would say. It's more of a Beavis-esque impression. A nerd, acting super hyper. It's just a hyper nerd is what Chad is doing. It's not like a staple Carl impression, by the way. But Chad, like, he needs this. It's actually unhealthy, and I think this is why it's causing him to drink. I think this is why it's causing him to relapse back into fast food, abandon his salmon and rice every day. Imagine eating salmon rice, by the way. Ew. Disgusting. This is causing Chad, really to blow a gasket. Really to blow a gasket here. Because people are taking his Carl impression and buying Ashley LaRue's book 2 years ago. Chad's on some sort of mental spiral.
What is
Carmax, do your Carl impression. Carmax, do your Carl impression.
It's my impression.
That's my Carl impression.
Yeah, because you saw me do it. You saw me do it, Carmix.
Do it, bitch.
You fucking Minnesota nothing.
I'm waiting for the Florida something to do something.
By the way, we do have Shulie's father's number. We'll call him right after this clip.
About it. What are you doing?
Florida
Nothing.
something, Minnesota nothing.
You're just sitting there talking shit.
Yeah,
to the car.
you lifted everything from me. My whole thing. You took everything. I'm sick of all you fucks. You should just say thank you, Z-Man. Thank you, Mud Shark. Thank you. You inspired me. You inspired me to talk shit on the mic.
Nothing. You're not bringing a damn thing to the table.
Chad, who stole from you more, Carmax or a Win by Two or the other guy?
Clown. He's selling Ashley LaRue's book.
I'm currently. By the way, guys, if you want a copy of Ashley LaRue's book, I'm selling it now wholesale. You could buy 10 for the price of one. $9.99. You could get 10 books for the price of one. Buy your book, Chad. This was a 2-year-old bit. This is a 2-year-old, over 2 years old. This was in March of 2023, wet brain. Imagine still giving a fuck. Imagine holding on to the Ashley LaRue bit. That you, I mean, again, you know, I imagine me getting worked up over a 2-year-old bit. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. I mean, I don't think you hear yourself. When you speak.
Or a Win by Two or the other guy?
Clown. He's selling Ashley LaRue's book.
But no, seriously, buy your book today, Ashley LaRue. You can buy 10 books for the price of one if you use the code 2.
Book. I was the original guy who sold the fucking Love Until Forever. Win by Two started doing it.
Recently?
No, this was a while ago. I
Win by Two. Who cares?
Yeah, so it's Carmex. You get just admit that I inspired you. Admit it.
I'm a fan of Chad Zumach. Yes, is that a problem, Chad?
You were inspired by me.
But he said he got it from. He said he got it from Dice Clay to hold jacket glasses.
Yeah, because he wants to rewrite history like all these clowns do, like Melton. That's why I got to go ahead and curate all this shit and point out and show the receipts.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the receipt?
Now you're drinking on camera like I used to.
So if you drink on stream now, all the people who drink on stream, you're biting from Chad. Mersh, me, Red Bar, anybody who drinks alcohol, Carmix, Melton, Steel Toe, Nick Ricada, you're all biting off Chad.
Yeah, don't steal it from Chad drinking on camera. That's hack.
That's my thing.
Chad's the only one who's ever drank.
Where do you think we're doing it came from? It came from my drunk stream, bitch.
Are you
okay, so you have to.
You kidding me, Chad?
Holy shit, it's James O'Sullivan here.
Sick of these fucking dudes just lifting from me, man. I'm sick of it.
I ain't lifting shit from you, Chad. I'm doing my thing. Whatever happens, happens. That's how I'm looking at it.
Imagine being 51 years old, owning a pair of fake Jordans, wearing camo pants, wearing about what Karmic X, Win by Two, Dan from, and anyone. Imagine wearing about this sort of shit. You're supposed to be a comic. You're supposed to be, this is supposed to be a second nature thing to you. But yet you're so bothered by all of it, aren't you? This pains you. This is sad, man. Again, this is sad. Chad wants to create this whole death pool thing. Did you put your name in it? I'd venture to guess Chad is going to be the first to go on that death pool. This is sad, man. We're watching the collapse, the mental and physical and spiritual collapse of a man.
Sir.
And then, I did ask you to come on my show, just because, like, what the fuck? And then you blow me off. Like, who the fuck are you to blow me off? Fuck.
That's why Chad's really pissed. So you have to understand about Chad is the reason why he's upset with certain people. It's not because they copy. It's not because they, whatever he claims it is. It's because in Carmix's case, Chad offered, extended an olive branch to Carmix to come on his show. Carmix denied. This is Chad's built up some sort of resentment toward Carmix. When it comes to me, we were, kind of cordial going into and at the Atlantic City meetup. The way Chad handled that entire thing was completely Bush League, was rookie. And I had major problems with the way that happened. And this is nothing new. I've been making fun of Chad. This is not like I started making fun of Chad after the Atlantic City thing. Again, I'm not going to rehash what happened during Atlantic City. Just go back and watch any episode leading up to or after. I've been making fun of Chad for just as long as I've been making fun of Steel Toe. So, it's really nothing new. I just picked up where I left off, essentially. After you dropped the ball in Atlantic City. I gave you a shot and you blew it. I gave you, and let us never forget why we're here in the first place. Let us not try to, twist reality, bend it, and warp it into the way in which you like because you need to feel better about yourself. You dropped the ball in Atlantic City. And this is why we're here, essentially. So now you're holding a vendetta on me because, well, you know, I'm just being truthful.
You are hooked up with TSN. I'm not hooked up with that motherfucker. Quit sucking Kevin's dick.
I'm not going on their fucking shows, bitch.
I don't work with those people.
I don't either.
How do I know? Let me know.
Well, do you see me on their shows? You don't. I don't go on their shows. I haven't gone on their shows.
Chad, you're on Kevin's right now. You had Adam Bush on. You're on Keanu. Gino's on your show. I mean, what are we talking about here, Chad? You do all the shows. If anyone, you did Carl's show. If anyone will have you, you will do the show.
Chad, you're just trying to suck up to Kevin because you're a little bitch.
You're literally sucking up to Kevin, bouncing out of your seat. I mean, what? What are we? Again, it's sad. It's sad.
I am a fan of Kevin Brennan.
But Chad, he's making a little bit of money now. He makes more money than Pat Dixon.
He makes more money than Chad.
That's right.
Well, who doesn't?
I know, but that's insane. Pat Dixon's got like 30, 40 years in comedy, and this Carmack.
Chad's got 20 years in comedy, and Carmack X is making more money than Chad.
This guy, Andrew Dice Gay, makes more money than Pat Dixon with doing live streaming a month.
Pat Dixon's going on Rob Saul, nice podcast, stupid. It's not going well if you're going
right. On. Not sure says, is KB's neck rash better yet? I don't think so. It's still kind of flabby, very wrinkly. I don't think it's healed.
On those shows.
Good point.
It's not going well.
True. Very true. I agree with Chad.
So Carmax, who's more of an influence on you, Pat Dixon or Chad Zumach?
Me.
I will get.
Whose show did you watch? You probably watched Chad on my show.
And here's the red cup, the infamous red cup chat. This is all of this. Dan, nice podcast, stupid. Carmack X and Win by 2. Kudos.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
Is causing Chad to spiral out of control. Never forget that.
I watched Chad on MLC, and I've been a fan of Chad from MLC. That is true. Yes. And then I came on and listened to Chad's afternoon show. And that's where I'm at. But being a drunk has nothing to do with Chad Zumach.
You also probably learned that coming on and being a kind of I don't know what the word is, but being a little outrageous is going to pay some bills. I mean, you came in. One of the things people used to complain about that when you did my show, you came in quiet. And then when you did your own show, you were loud. Then you came over here and loud, and then your money picked up. You might have learned that from Chad from Kumia Country.
I most respect for
both of those things aren't mutually exclusive. Chad's Kumia Country bit isn't being loud. It's being obnoxious. It's not being loud. It's being a liar. It's not being loud. Chad, that has nothing to do with anything, Kevin.
Chad, and I've seen Chad in his trials and tribulations on MLC, and that's true. I probably have, maybe subconsciously, but I needed to drink simply because I didn't drink for 7 years prior to my stream, and I needed to kick myself in the ass. This is me drinking for my own worst enemy.
So Carmax needs to drink. There's so much mental illness happening on this screen right now. I can't even keep up. So Carmax needs to drink in order to kick himself in the ass for the 7 years he hasn't drank. I mean, help me keep up with that. And then Chad, we're all supposed to just nod along, yeah. This is what's supposed to be happening right now. I mean, this is unreal.
If that makes any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. So you're drinking to make your show
Grouse is Tyrese Halliburton, who's a tool bag.
Better, or because you got to kick your own ass?
I'm kicking my own ass, really.
What does that mean? You're kicking your own ass by drinking on stream?
Yeah, because I was, for the last 7 years, I've worked what you call it, a lonely island job, which is just me against me and nobody else to talk to. And in order to ascertain,
don't make it sad. Just come on. Just say what happened.
But
So you saw Chad be outrageous, call me a country, get drunk, and you're like, I'm gonna go that route.
No, that was not the plan. And out of respect to Chad, this was my doing. This is all for me, not for anybody else. The drinking.
Okay, but you said Chad wanted you on the show, and I said you should do Chad show. Why didn't you do Chad show? Because that would have been pretty interesting content for the Dabbleverse.
Well, you did say you said it yes, maybe I'm reading between the lines the way you say.
Don't read between the lines. Just ask me. You can text me. You have my number. I said you should go on Chad show because
I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit here.
Call the link so we can cower in the. Carl's on vacation.
Kevin's trying to groom this car mix. It's just unreal. I mean, I can't. Chad hasn't said a word in 4 minutes.
Oh my God! Run a boat! Oh my God! We left Rochester for the first time.
Okay,
Carl's
this
a
Carl,
bitch.
you do
There's
your
a staple Carl impression.
Carl.
Chad's got me beat there. I can't do it on demand.
Chad might be right.
Chad has a point.
So you stole Carl. You chose Chad. You saw Chad do his Carl, and then you did a Carl.
No, that is not true. I just did a Carl based on what I knew of Carl. But Chad,
I watched you do it, CarMax. I go, dude, he just lifted my whole thing.
No, Chad, you got your thing, man. I'm doing my
You
thing.
did it on one of your streams. You don't remember because you were drunk, but I watched it.
You're probably right, and subconsciously it might have came out of my brain, but I don't know. I'm drunk right now. So
everyone's just lifting from me, man.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
No lift.
That's what's going on.
Chad
Carmix can text KB, but Chad can't.
Turn is such a.
Misery Left Close says Carmix is the future. Chad is the past. Maybe, and that's maybe what we're watching here. A guy who is resentful of the new wave. The new wave. And everything passing him by in the process. Reality passing him by. The whole Chad Kevin thing was interesting at a point in time. It's now not that interesting when we just come to expect Chad showing up on MLC after being kicked off after some reason or another. This is just what we come to expect now. So none of it's interesting. Carmix, look, I don't know enough about Carmix. All I know is he used to really shit on Melton hard, and I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. He used to shit on Melton hard, but has since accepted his super tip system because he needed to make a little coin. Is that wrong? Is that right? I don't know. Does it seem disingenuous? A little bit. But I just can't take a guy who, again, wears camo pants all that seriously, NJ Ranger. You know what I'm saying? You know what the fuck I'm saying? This comes off. Thank you for the $4.99. Wow. Okay, thank you. This comes off as a fake fight because when pressed live, Carmix mostly backs off. Chad, however, is trying to pass off legitimate jealousy rage as just a joke. No, this is 100% a fake fight. This is what... Again, KB can't continue to do the same show over and over and over and over. He needs to change it up somehow. He needs to stir fucking drama. He needs to stir the pot. So he thought Carmix and Chad. Chad's been talking shit on Carmix. He lumps us three together. Carmix, Dan from Nice Podcast Stupid, who's, really done a number on Chad. He's literally causing Chad to drink. $2. $2 a day will cause Chad to go to fucking... back to the bottle, back to the Tito's. Dan from Nice Podcast Stupid, win by 2 in Carmix. Chad's really been fired up about over the last week and a half and some change. So KB's like, okay, I've had Carmix on. Let's bring Carmix on. And, let's extend the olive branch to Chad. Let's have some fireworks on the show to try to create some sort of drama. And it's just, it was a nothing burger. Talk about a nothing burger. This was an absolute dud in the water. Nothing from Carmix, nothing from Chad, and Kevin trying to get something going. That is kind of the state of MLC. It's kind of the state of everything in its entirety, really. It's just sad and pathetic when you're trying to force fights over guys that really, at the end of the day, would probably get along. That probably do get along. Again, Chad reached out to Carmix when Carmix first started appearing and was in everyone's fucking psyche. Let us never forget, Chad reached out to Carmix to do his show, do the sit-down Zumach show, quote unquote. And Carmix denied. And that's why Chad holds this fucking resentment against Carmix. Chad was cool to Dan from Nice Podcast Stupid at one point, did his show, thought he did him a favor, and then Dan continued to troll him. That's why Chad's upset with Dan. And when it comes to me, I was supposed to be his producer at Atlantic City until he dropped the ball, and then I started shitting on him again. And that's why he's upset with me. And you throw those three together, and this is an unstable man, is what we're watching, and an unstable guy. Because when Dan, Win by 2, and Carmix make fun of Chad, well, it sends Chad off into the fucking deep end. It's insane. It really is bizarre.
Nothing burger. His departure caused 0 waves. The return will.
Well, Farfik Nugan says Carmix is wearing out his welcome. No one cares. I tend to agree with Farfik Nugan. I could give 2 fucks about Karmic X. He streams way too much. You do need to let people want your shit. You know, you can't be on every day, all day. You're going to wear out your welcome. I mean, if you haven't already, you're going to do it so quickly. So, I think that ship is already sailed. I think he's just going to continue to do what he's doing. If he's making money, especially. But I do agree with Farfik Nugan in that sense that it's like, dude, just dial it back. Just take a day off. Just take a day off.
Also failed to move the needle. You're an empty vessel.
John Mack.
Chad's return. Someone says, John return is such a nothing burger. His departure caused 0 waves. The return will also fail to move the needle. You're an empty vessel, Zumach. And listen to Chad's the comic Chad. Listen to his big response.
You stink. You've always sucked. And it doesn't matter what you think of me because I continue to kill it all the time, anywhere I go, all day long.
I'm seeing double here, 2 Carmax.
I know.
I like Chad. I'm a fan of Chad.
Carmack Mencia. Yeah, you're stealing.
It's hard to fight when you don't. You can't compliment me when I'm trying to fight you, you fucking idiot.
I know, and here I am just saying, this guy's all right.
What?
They're saying you're Carlos Mencia instead of Carmax Mencia.
Yeah, Carmack Mencia. Yeah, same
There's
guy.
nothing to steal from Chad. I don't have a fucking baseball hat on. I don't have to wear this shit.
You got the same mic I have. You got the exact same mic I have.
No. Now if we have the similar mics, then I'm ripping you off.
You're breathing the same air that I do.
Yeah, that is. I didn't even.
You're sitting in a seat similar to I am.
Notice that the black mic.
You have a wall in your background, kind of like I do.
Oh, come on.
Those headphones look awfully similar.
Come on now.
Yeah, I got a black mic. You got a black mic.
I ain't going that deep in the weeds, Chad.
Come on. You study everything I do. Take notes.
You wish.
All you fucks.
All right, there you have it. Chad Anthony Zumach, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, how bizarre. Does seriously anyone believe that, by the way? I mean, it's really embarrassing. Chad, you should be embarrassed. You should really honestly be embarrassed of yourself to call yourself a comic, to throw names around like Tosh and Nick Swartzen and Jim Brewer, Jim Florentine, and to really be in the position that you are in now at the age of 50. Should be embarrassing. Again, I'd almost throw it out there that Ray DeVito is running laps against you. But nevertheless, it's not going to stop Chad from accusing everyone and their mother from biting off of Chad. It's very entertaining stuff, I guess. I want to get into some of this Melton stuff, if you'd allow me to, without further ado, because I've spent way too much time on Chad. We have Ricada stuff to get into as well. I want to get into this Melton stuff and see what Melton had to say about yours truly here at Win by. Wait for it. Wait for it. 2. All right, let's see Patrick Melton from, I think this was May 28th, so 3 days ago. Patrick had some choice words to say about yours truly as well.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio. Win by 2 is watching.
Thank you.
Win by 2 is funny.
Thank you.
Everybody else, go subscribe to Win by 2 Radio. I like him. He's always fun in the chat. He's always a good dude. He busts balls once in a while, but in a fun way. In a fun way. So make sure you're doing your part here today and liking the hit button, subscribe to the channel. Do what you got to do. Let's check. All right, actually, before we get into Melton, I got this phone number in. Let's call, this is Shulie Egger's dad. His name is Eli Egger. All right, we'll call Shulie Egger, his father. We'll change it up a bit. This is what Chad refuses to do. My show is called Kumia's Cucks, but I refuse to go after anybody who is a cuck of Kumia, because I'm too much of a bitch. I'm a bit drunk, guys, so bear with me. I don't know how much more we're going to get into. I don't even know what I'm going to say to this guy. Do you support pedophiles? That's what I'm going to say. 6. Should have probably star 6-7 it. Shit. He ain't gonna answer.
Please leave your message for 7.
All right, that was Eli Egger not coming to the phone. He's probably getting bombarded with phone calls all weekend. I could see why he wouldn't come to the phone. Oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, let's get back in the chat, shall we? Let's get back. Or I'm sorry, Chad. God damn it! Melton, I meant. Melton. All right, let's see what Melton had to do. Let's see what he had to say for himself. Yeah, someone said in the chat, that's the Zumach bit. Yeah, you got me again, son of a bitch. Come on, Melton, where are you at, fatty? Oh, hi, it's me, the queen. Show yourself. Show yourself. Show yourself. Show yourself. Show yourself. Come on. Come on. Reveal yourself. Do it. Now, please. Show me who you really are, Melton.
Happy Wednesday.
There he is.
Happy Wednesday evening. Sorry, I was swimming.
He was swimming. Can you believe this fat fuck was swimming? This motherfucker ain't doing no physical activities. Besides reaching into the fucking cheese curl bowl and doing some fucking curling, if you guys catch my drift.
You don't even want to get out. You know, it's so hot. And you're just swimming and you lose track of the day.
What?
But
you're swimming and losing track of the day. Okay.
We're here. And then I wanted to do a quick restart of all the systems because...
So he's swimming and wanting to do restarts of the systems. Very riveting stuff off the bat. I do have to say.
We were having audio issues on Monday night. So we're gonna.
Well, this is Thursday night. So it took you 4 days to figure this out?
See if we can get it all back to normal today. Probably not.
He's grown another welt on his face. So here at Win by 2, what we like to do is track other men's welts on their face, their pus pockets, if you will. And it does appear Melton has grown another pus pocket right above his right chin, like right jawline, right above it on his cheek. There's the infamous welt, the first OG pus pocket, if you will. You go over here, he's got this big fucking sandcastle looking thing here that's ready to just burst. Now, do you ever like sit in the mirror? Like if I were Patrick, I'd be seriously all in on just squeezing the shit out of this thing until all of the juice exploded onto a mirror. I'm all for popping pus pockets if it means alleviating your face of pus.
Wait till you see what I got.
KB says, which chin?
Today,
very good.
What Moody, our resident autist, found for us today. And I do want to do a plug for this little piggy. I think it'll be Friday.
It's usually every day it is. It's typically a Friday at 4 p.m.
on Carl's channel. Oh boy, you don't want to miss it. Really?
I missed it. Trust me, I didn't watch 1 second of this little piggy. I'm this little piggy. I'm Aaron M. Holt out. I can't take another second of Aaron M. Holt cover. I was going to do some steel toe coverage tonight. I refuse. I just refuse. I think I'm done doing steel toe coverage because guys like this have run it into the fucking ground. Aaron is the ultimate lol cow. He really is. But I refuse to cover it, I think, these days because you got guys like Melton doing it every goddamn day. I happen to think Nick Ricada has become more of a lol cow than Aaron M. Holt. Fact. Shades Cow for 15 months says, I hope we don't rush through this and do a thorough examination of Patrick. Oh, we're doing it. It's going to be thorough. So thorough, Patrick Melton. That's a 15-month Shades Cow. You're out of your mind. You know that? Out of your fucking mind. Well, thank you for the 15. Let's do it. We're not going to rush. Let's take take our proper time here. Let's see what Melton's talking about.
Really, really fun stuff.
I do have to forewarn you and say that the only clips I'm covering is what it pertains to Win by 2. I don't know if there's anything else in this episode.
Aaron M. Holt's a chill guy, man. He's relaxing. He's on vacation.
Pointing Package says the polycule is over. Only the Ricada body cam footage is keeping it going. And the body cam footage, as of I think today, is there's no body cam footage coming out. Nick found a way to block it. It wasn't provided into evidence. The state doesn't have it. So therefore, it's not public. There's no public access to it. So it's done. It's over. It's over. Everyone go their separate ways. It's done. You're holding on to something that's over a year ago. Do you understand how insane that is? That would be like still like covering something from like WrestleMania, whenever the last year's WrestleMania was. Or, you know, for our sports geeks in here, if you still covered last year's Super Bowl, and if you still were to like cover it on a daily basis, all day, every day, there comes a point in time where somebody needs to make the executive decision and just move on. It's done. It's done. It's done. You gotta move on. You gotta move on. This isn't good for anybody, man.
He's definitely chill.
Happy Day says it was transcribed by people who saw it. Okay, so that is the only thing to come out from it. Is that you're right? It is the transcription, but the actual footage is not coming out. Look, we've already known this. Ricada's dirty, shitty household. The SpaghettiOs, the Chef Boyardee, the cocaine in the hair, the piles of clothes on the ground, the smelliness, the flies, the maggots. They were swapping wives, guys. Do we expect it to be sanitary? There was 5 children, a maid, and 4 grown adults fucking each other, doing coke, ketamine, and Molly all day, every day. Was it going to be a sanitary place? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely, positively not. You point me into the direction of a clean polycule and I'll pay you fucking $1 million. So, again, and this is not me yelling at Happy Days. It's just like, what else are we expecting from this? Aaron's a cum-eating, terrible father, terrible husband, hates all women. We get that. Liar, we get that. Nick is a piece of shit just as much. Hates his children, hates his wife, hates his marriage. Not a Christian trad dad. Neglects his home. Is in love with April. Look, if I were Kayla Ricada, I'd be up in arms. Again, Nick Ricada, for the better part of however long he's been talking, 6 months, we'll say. Me and Lady Rackets, we're rebuilding. We're trying to patch our marriage together. Things are going good. But every chance he gets to prove otherwise, he's on this little piggy talking about how his love and infatuation for April is so fucking deep. He needs to belittle Keanu, needs to yell and scream and freak out on this little piggy. Then he's going on Zia Anderson's stream. We're going to watch that coming up. Zia Anderson, this dumb slore, this dumb internet slore who wears nothing but a bikini and bends over showing her fucking, her flappy meat sack. This bitch, man. And Ricada's like, whoa, look at that fucking ass. Whoa. If I'm Lady Rackets, I'm filing. I don't know why you haven't already filed for divorce. I get you got 5 kids. You want to try to work on the marriage. Nick ain't never changing. Nick ain't never changing. He's the same guy as Aaron. They're the same guy. They're the same person. One is a little smarter than the other. That's about, I mean, that's even arguable. That's even, you know what I'm saying? I just had a random craving for Taco Bell, by the way. Farfik Nugan says, I saw Ricada at Hackamania and I told him, your kid tested positive for Coke. And he looked back at me like a weird idiot. Yeah, he's like, yeah, my kid, yeah, and your name's Farfik Nugan, idiot. Nick, hey, guess what? My kids ain't testing positive for Coke. Farfik Nugan's kid ain't tested positive. Let's just go on the notion that it was a false positive. Imagine being in that position to begin with. Imagine even being in that position to begin with. And that's where all these dummies lose me, because they fail to see it. Imagine being in that position to begin with, having cocaine around your children. You should be hung. You should be hung. Melton?
One of the chiller guys of our time. And, you know, I'm just saying, man. Last Wednesday, you could say, oh, it's the best this little piggy ever. It was off the rails. It wasn't even about Aaron. It's not what we like to do on the pig.
It wasn't about Aaron? It's not what we like to do on the pig. The entire show was based upon Aaron. Jeff Closer says, great show, Blade for $4.99, and fuck Weezer. Wow. Well, just for that, Jeff, just for that, everyone can thank Jeff Closer for this. Everyone can thank Jeff Closer for this one. Great show. I'll show you a great show.
Oh yeah. Alright. Somebody's hiding. Drowning my icebox. Somebody's cold one is giving me chills. Guess I'll just close my eyes. Oh yeah. Alright. Feels good inside. Flip on the wrestle with Jimmy. Something is bubbling.
Hi, my bad. Sing it, guys.
Ready to blow. Say it ain't so. Your talk is a heartbreaker. you.
I never could. Come on, one time.
Which might hurt you.
So try and be cool. And I say,
This way is a water slide away from me that takes you further every day. So be cool. Say it ain't so.
your drug is a heartbreaker. That was for Jeff Closer, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get back into Melton, shall we? We had a Weezer break, a little smoke break there. Let's get back into Patrick Melton. Patrick Mapton, they're calling him. Pedophilic Melton. I don't know. What's some nicknames you guys got? Gina Bobina says, okay, let's move this along now. Oh, yeah, Gina? What if we... All right.
Dear Daddy, I write you inside of years of silence. You cleaned up, found Jesus. Things are good.
No, but seriously, we have to remove that because I'm going to get a copyright strike. Yikes. Patrick! Patrick!
We call it the pig. You know. Anyway, don't miss that Friday. But today's Wednesday, and today's executive producer is Clifford. I'm the one-armed man, eating all the butter as fast as I can. He's the one-armed guy, right? I'm getting him mixed up with Connor again. Clifford. He's our guy. If he can't do it, we all know why.
Patrick blocked it.
Okay, right? You know? Clifford.
Dorian Morgan says, this has nothing to do with the show, but it says, down go the Knicks. Yes, fuck the Knicks. So what's it, the Thunder and the Pacers? Ugh. I haven't watched 1 second of the playoffs. I'll continue to not watch any NBA playoff coverage. They're owned by the Chinese. I'm not a Chinaman fan. I hate the Chinese. If you're Chinese today in the audience, you should probably, well, I'm not going to finish that sentence, but fill in the blank. Fill in the blank.
He's a big red dog.
Clifford is a big red dog. Patrick Melton, a 40, almost 6-year-old grown man, just made a Clifford the Big Red Dog reference. Could you believe it? Could you believe it? Clifford the Big Red Dog. So facts, Patrick Melton is still at 45 years old watching Clifford cartoon Big Red Dog cartoons.
A lot of people think he's a big red dog.
No one thinks he's a big red dog. We're good.
A lot of people think he's... I don't know what people think. Frankly, I don't know what people think. But Connor's not to be outdone. Also gifting 5 Nobody Likes Onions memberships.
Whoa!
Right before the show starts.
Cool stuff.
Great stuff. Buck Naked. The thing technically costs $10. Been a wild 21 though, Mr. Melton. This thing technically costs $10. Been a wild 21 months. And here's Clifford saying it's the greatest show. See? You give, you get. I don't know what you get. Me, one.
K. Murph says Patrick dated the Blue Cross guy. Blues Clues. Did I say Blue Cross? Patrick dated the Blues Clues guy.
4-3 member for 24 months. Why come the 2-year membership emoji isn't all red anymore? I mean, those haven't been changed, so it's probably on your end. I would suggest a refresh. Or a restart.
Earthworm says Patrick Pimpleton. That's a good one. Smelton is another good one from Vince Griswold. J.E. simply stating he's mad in tonight's chat. Fuming.
We're going to have to start doing like a 3-year. We're going to make a special 3-year one. Shit show, member for 20 months. I got a batch of fun here. Where do you want it? Right in your lap. See if you can fill your belly button. That's what I always try to make a fun game. Chad's a mimic. Melton's a fun guy. Hey. Yeah, YouTube chat's doing something weird with Now you can earn a crown?
Why doesn't my chat have any crowns? I literally see nobody with crowns. I see nobody with crowns in my chat room. Why is that happening here? Do I have to like turn a button on or something? I seen this too. YouTube is doing something where if you're like a #1 contributor, you can like have your name on a crown or something. My chat doesn't do that though, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on.
And it says it's the community leaderboard. I don't know what that is. I honestly, I don't know what that is. I don't know how you get points. I don't know who's tracking this kind of stuff. Shout out and tired. Shat out. Make them feel. I'll do my best. George gifting a membership. Thank you very much. George.
Shh. Don't tell Melton. I'm over here hiding the good cookies in the laundry basket just to keep him safe. My good throw pillows are getting sucked into Melton's ass.
Listen, living with slow wife is like sharing a house with a tornado that's got a PhD in retardless. But I digress. Retardless. Wizard Nug wants to be crowned. I don't know how that works. Somebody let Michaela back in here. This was free, but I want a refund. I don't know. Michaela says she was yelling at Bubba the Love Sponge in his chat, and they called her annoying.
Okay, Farfy News says, no, dude, it's the badges you have to set up. Okay, I'll look into that after the show.
Doesn't seem like the Michaela I know. Annoying? Frankly, I'm surprised you had to do anything for you to earn that title. And that's a crown you've earned, Michaela. Annoying. That's the only crown that counts. Hit the like button. Hit that like just a little bit. Hit that like. It's a button. Where do we start today? I think we got to do something light. Something fun. We are going to get into steel toe. We got a lot of steel toe tonight.
Shocker.
So we got a lot of that to do.
Shocker.
I haven't covered any of it. We sniped his show yesterday. It's not going well. I'll tell you that.
It hasn't been going well for 2 years. It hasn't been going well. I'll tell you that. It hasn't been going well for 2 years. Again, guys like this are making me like Aaron. I hate to even admit it. You're making me like Aaron. You're pushing me more into liking Aaron by the day. 2 years, it hasn't been going well.
It's not going well.
No shit.
I don't know what the reason is. And Moody, if you're watching, none of my super...
I don't know the reason. The man's a cuck. He's twice divorced, hates his kids. You don't know the reason. You cover steel toe all day. You can't figure out the reason why he's not doing well. It's not going well. Oh, okay. Okay. We'll listen to you, smart man.
Super chats are making it over to the
what a fucking idiot
system.
Fucking idiot.
So I don't know if that's something on your end, but none of the super chats are coming over for me.
Oh, cool.
And people are going to get upset. They're like, I've been super chatting. Maybe we start ignoring super chats. Maybe we don't even talk about them anymore. What with the advent of the new and improved super tip system, we refuse to acknowledge people who won't come on over. You know what I mean? Tommy, 7 names, gifting 5 Nobody Likes Onions memberships. Thank you very much, Tommy. 7 names. Keena K, member for 24 months, and George says, how do you nail the post every
it's very dismissive.
Dang time? It's just pro. Just being a pro. Pell L, member for 24 months. I hit 2 years. My icon has a red hat like yours. And that's all that's important over here.
The eater of the butters only got one arm. The eater of the butters only got one arm.
The eater.
KB says feel. Okay, hold on. I got to read this one. Feel. What is? something his feet don't do to diabetes.
That's a fucking fact.
Vicious. Vicious.
Very fun show, very fun week.
It's a very fun show, very fun week.
Of the butter.
Zinger.
Is that what we're going to call you? The eater of the butter. Pretty good. Silence too good. YouTube must be threatened by Super Tip. They're now offering XP for Super Chats. Is that what it is?
I don't have that in my
You
chat.
get experience points for Super Chatting? It doesn't even make sense. XP for Super Chatting. Okay. Coach Lev Kumar, Melton ball washing for 100 XP. Yes, we are working on leaderboards for Super Tips. So we plan to do all that kind of stuff for Super Tips, but we're just getting the bait. We're overhauling the UI and trying to make it a little more pro.
Gotta love nerd
before
talk.
we go nuts. Also, things aren't working. We got none of the super chats are coming over, so stuff's getting broken, as far as I know. You guys remember Charles Chance? He's going through something. I want to help Charles Chance today, actually, because he's not been putting up new videos. He's been doing these 15-second updates. It was unclear why. He tried to give us some clues as to why.
Hey guys, 15 seconds. Just waiting for my new credit card to come in or my new bank card so I can buy more time. Love y'all.
All right, so he's doing 15-second videos, and he says it's because he's waiting for his new credit card to come in so that he can buy more time.
All right, I just can't sit through Melton just umming and oohing. Let's go to like 36 minutes. I think this is where Win by 2, yours truly, is brought up.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
Thank you!
Just, a charisma chameleon wandering around the earth trying to lift patterns off of other people. He doesn't know, God.
Yeah, let's have
that's
a drink.
Working for you? I was doing that.
Let's have a nice drink, Dorian.
You took that from me. Nobody took anything from you, Chad, other than cirrhosis. Okay? Nobody took anything from you. This is the most insane thing ever. But you're going to hear Chad accuse Karmic of stealing all his good bits. Now, again, what they're talking about here is the Chad laugh.
God damn.
When he makes fun of Carl. Oh, yeah, Chad, that's gold. You should bottle that up. That'll be your retirement fund. We all know Chad from his Carl laugh, right? This guy's great.
After Carl, you don't stand for shit. You went after Melton, then all of a sudden you ran and sucked his dick and got his super chat system, his super tip system.
So we just watched
You're not
it.
this guy. You're not this guy. You're the guy who was trying to be buddy-buddy with Pat Dixon.
I saw Karmic in the chat, by the way, and he was saying something like, somebody was like, you're giving 10% of it to Melton. And Karmic was like, I only need 90%. He can have 10%. We've never taken a dime out of Super Tip the company.
So Melton's claiming he's never taken a dime. So he's either the most dumbest businessman to date, fact.
And that's a fucking fact.
Or he's lying. Why would you create something where you make zero money? Liar.
And there are other owners of the platform. I don't get, when you make $100 and Super Tip takes 10 of it, I don't get $10.
Yeah,
That's not
okay.
how anything works.
Sure.
It's not how it works at all.
I believe it. Sure.
And anyone who wants to use Super Tip can use Super Tip. Whether or not you get along with me, whether or not you like me, whether or not I like you, that is a siloed venture.
Listen to those big fucking meaty breaths, by the way.
That is a
hold on.
With me, whether or not you like me, whether or not I like you, that is a siloed venture completely separate from this program. And
imagine using the word siloed venture on a program.
My feelings about anybody. It's a very naive way to look at things. Like Melton gets $10 every time I make 100. I don't. That's just a fact. And as a matter of fact, I've never been more separated from the company. Again, no matter what Aaron Imhole wants to tell you, I'm a customer of the company at this point.
Keep breathing. Keep breathing deeply into the microphone. It's not annoying whatsoever. I can't stand another man when they breathe into their mic. He's like gasping for air. Look how retarded this fucking guy looks. And this is a guy who's like 3 times vaccinated, by the way. Gino Bisconti, where you at? Gino!
Thing is, Gino's a bitch.
3 times vaxxed. Breathing all heavy and shit. Look at this. Fucking idiot.
Imhole wants to tell you, I'm a customer of the company.
Nobody should be breathing this heavily into a microphone. It should be illegal.
At this point. NLO, I use it. I don't get a discount. I pay 10% just like everybody else. It's amazing. I love it. Who doesn't want their money faster? Who doesn't want more of their money? You're retarded to not use it.
Money.
Money! It is a separate entity from NLO and Patrick Melton. That's just a fact, Jack.
Quit pretending. That's all you're doing is pretending to be something.
Pretending.
You're not. I've seen you guys come and fucking go, bro. You're Ski Mask 2.0. They all come and go.
Yeah.
So enjoy your 15 minutes, bitch.
Chad, really? Do you think I'm that guy?
Fuck back, Carmax. You talk a tough game. Wait.
Don't start kissing my ass, dog.
Chad,
I don't like you.
Chad, when was he a Melton Dick Rider?
Yes.
He was talking all this shit about
Dick Rider because he's using the super tips.
Yeah, he's talking all this shit about Melton, and all of a sudden he runs and does his super tips.
These guys sound jealous. These guys sound like they're all backed into a corner and they want to use super tips. Mersh did a show the other night. Mersh is talking about using super tips now. Of course you are. You just lost your PayPal. What? I don't know why.
Poignant Pachyderm, a staunch Melton hater, goes on to say, pedophile's mouth looks like it smells like Dahmer's apartment. Thank you for the show.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
Look at the guy, man. Look at this. Imagine this guy covering anything. Look at this fucking idiot. Imagine me making faces like this on a show. Look at that mouth, Poignant. Look at that mouth. That Dahmer smelling mouth. Oof. Imagine making a face like this ever. What are you trying to blow up balloons, bro? You trying to huff nitrous? Guys, I'm a bit drunk here tonight. I just have to level with you.
You're not using it yet, dummy. I don't know why you're not using it yet. To stick it to
smiling like a donut. That's his O face. His orgasmic face.
You look fucking retarded sticking it to Melton. Let me just tell you.
So we got some fights in the chat right now, guys. Continue to fight, please.
I'm gonna make less to stick it to Melton. Okay.
Yeah.
So he can get 10% from you, you fucking idiot.
He can have my 10%. I'm making money, bitch.
For now.
For now and forever. If I have anything
you
to
suck,
do with
dog.
it.
You suck.
Really?
What if you're a 15-minute podcaster?
Yeah, go bite my Carl impression.
Does anybody think for 1 minute Chad doesn't wish he would have used super tips and wished he... Huh? In the words of Nick Ricada,
do everything I'm doing. I'm sick of all you fucks like Win by 2, Dan Nice. You guys just live from me.
Who? And who?
Listen to this.
In the words of Nick Ricada, imagine those 2 idiots letting you feel.
Girthworm says, stay out of this blade.
Chad's running around the world worried about Dan and Win by 2. Didn't Win by 2 stop podcasting like 8 months ago?
Yeah. Stop podcast. What you're watching now is a figment of your imagination. All fake. This is all one big fake fugazi nothing. You guys are all dream walking right now. This isn't a stream. This isn't even a show. You're sleeping. Deep, deep into a sleep of lucid dreaming, REM sleep. None of this is even happening right now. Win by 2 is actually quit. This isn't the real Win by 2. This isn't John Blade. I've left a long time ago. Not real. Fake. Yeah, I quit podcasting. See, do you see how ridiculous you sound? You sound fucking dumb. Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh? 6ix9ine.
Didn't Win by 2 stop podcasting like 8 months ago?
Yep. And he's serious.
Who?
Let us never forget Patrick Melton in Atlantic City not only shook my hand, but proceeded to say I was better looking in person. Let us never forget that. Every time he wants to act like he's high and mighty. You're a liar, dog. Which is funny, because you always have a problem when other people, quote unquote, lie about you.
And by the way, who cares? Somebody on the internet said something mean, so you're drinking?
Okay.
So you impress Carl, and I'm not able to. What is that?
All right, let's go to, sorry, Shades Cow, but we're skipping ahead here. Unless you got some time codes for me, we're doing some skipping. We're doing some old-fashioned skipping. So I'm a bit drunk, getting cold, and a bit hungry. We're just going to type in Win by 2 on the transcript. There's 5 mentions. Let's see. We'll go to... the last mention.
These guys think they won. I won. Hi, guys. New show. Everyone's saying I didn't win. I did win. Okay. See you tomorrow. Hey, guys. God, we just keep on winning. And they, again, I don't keep harping on Win by 2.
Funny. Because yet here you are.
Because the guy's losing by 1 million. I don't feel the need...
I mean, this is like a take a chatter would have. This is a take like, Girth Worm would have. I'm just kidding. But like Goldfold would have. Dude, how could you call yourself win by... This is like every Redditor take. How could you be winning by 2 when you're losing by 1,000? It's like, cool take, bro. Great comedic instinct. Let's take his win by 2 and let's flip it around completely and say lose by insert number here. Man, this is like Anthony Zenhauser level of comedy here. Listen to this shit.
Because the guy's losing by 1 million.
Well, hold on. We'll go back.
Again, I don't keep harping on Win by 2. Because the guy's losing by 1 million.
Yeah.
I don't feel the need.
And yet here you are. Why does his eye keep going like dead here? He's got a dead eye. Look at the dead eye. Can you see that dead eye? How embarrassing. Imagine addressing me with a dead eye.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what
when
you
you
mean.
Come on every day and you have to keep telling everybody you're winning, you're not winning. You have destroyed your program. You used to brag about what a pro show you do and how you don't have time to look at the chat. All you do is look at the chat. 1/9 of your screen is dedicated to how much money the chat has given you at all time. This is your show now. The hater.
His show has been reading the chat for over a year, Melton. Imagine still like having this revelation about Steel Toe over a year later.
Haters are saying, what are the haters saying? Aw, what are the haters saying? I don't come on here and talk about Kiki every day. Who gives a shit? Kiki's a fucking retarded loser.
That is factual.
Gino Bisconte is a sad man selling trash cans and...
Not anymore! He was fired from the gig! Melton is just... He always has his facts completely wrong.
I don't need to defend myself. It's very clear who won.
Who won? Who's winning? What are we winning? Is there a prize? Is there a trophy? Is there a cash prize? A steak dinner? Who is winning what? I mean, seriously. All these people go around beating their chest, pounding their chest, claiming that, oh, we won, or they won, or it's clear who's winning. What did you win? What did you win? What did you win?
I don't need to defend myself. It's very clear who won. Like, what are we doing? Do your show.
The mistake they're making is thinking that it's just M. Oh, it's steel toe wearer. It's all.
Girth Worm says Blade needs to cover Bisconte more. 24/7 Bisconte. You just want me to do a 24/7 stream on Gino Bisconte?
All these other people, they can't help it. I've broken their brain. I've won the game. It's over. Only thing I got to worry about is the goal. These other guys, the whole internet outside of that hug box, and this is what steel toe wearer is having a problem with. The entire internet's on my side, and they don't even like it.
All right, I got to wrap this up soon because I am feeling very nauseated here. I want to jump into some Nick Ricada if you'd allow me to here today. That's Patrick Melton. Sorry, Shades Cow. We had to skip ahead. I mean, quickly here. I'm losing the plot quickly. I'm losing by 8 million, allegedly. Let's get into some Nick Ricada. Nick Ricada. Falling asleep on stream this past week. Let's check it out. Nitrous Nick, they're calling him all over the internet. Let's check it out. Nicholas. We're going to do Ricada stuff. I'm getting out of here for the night. I can't even anymore.
Just come right out, correct? As they're stated. But the blue numbers, they don't come out like the numbers in blue. You have to do something, some calculation, some...
So he's covering the Karen retrial, and he's catching some Z's.
Application to get to the blue, correct?
Got his fingers in his mouth. He's sucking his fingers as if he's a baby, sucking the pacifier here.
Correct. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And this is a guy who's on medication, allegedly, for narcolepsy, but yet here he is, sucking his fingers, catching some Z's.
Now, we're going to keep that up, Mr. Please. Thank you. And when we need to get to the specific numbers, we'll be fair and make sure you can see them. Now, in these columns, do I understand it correctly that you attempted to account for wheel slippage?
Oh, no. His head's about to hit the microphone. He's in a deep, what is called REM sleep.
In the revolutions per minute speed values produced by the car?
Not here.
Agree that there is data that shows that
it doesn't necessarily work that way. I mean, you can have wheel slippage at any acceleration, technically, depending on the roadway. It's just...
Brilliant stuff, Nick. Brilliant stuff. Falling asleep on cam is a great look after being an accused drug guy. Where am I going from here? Johnny Depp is on drugs. All right, let's check this one out. Nick, where are you at, Nick? Nicky!
Life drama seekers all.
I don't know. Like, Johnny Depp sat on the stand and talked about doing MDMA and other drugs, and I believe with his minor daughter around, like right next to him.
So he's going to be comparing himself with Johnny Depp here. Why is it cool for Johnny Depp to be doing MDMA around his daughter, but it's not cool for me to be doing coke with my daughter? Furthermore, why is his ear all? I mean, that is a red. That looks like a fake ear. Why is his ear red? This is, I mean, is this like some sort of effect from nitrous, blood circulation, lack of circulation to the blood, to the brain? The man's got a red fucking ear. This is nuts.
If I remember right, maybe I'm crazy, I remember Johnny Depp testifying about MDMA.
Johnny Depp.
I'm pretty sure I remember him testifying about having it in the car with him. With her. Bjorn Jack Sparrow, I know I'm trying to be. I know it doesn't make it okay, but nobody gives a shit 99% of the time, especially when the kids are okay. And I don't know how else to tell you guys. My kids are just fine. Because there wasn't...
My kids are just fine. Again, does this look like a guy whose kids are just fine?
I don't know how else to tell you guys. My kids are just fine. Because there wasn't actually some sort of exposure. My daughter did not do cocaine.
Yeah. That's what they all say, by the way. I mean, imagine how big of a scumbag you'd have to be if you were like, my kids are not great. My kids are huffing fucking snorting drugs right now as we speak. And during that whole polycule mix-up, they were getting high every day. So, I mean, what else are you going to... I mean, of course you're going to say this. My kids are just fine. They were not doing drugs.
I think that she sat around doing cocaine.
The test would say otherwise.
Is literally fucking crazy. Like, that's nuts. And to think that the county would, like, not pick up on that and would have no problem returning our children to us. They were back in our care in 2 months. I mean...
2 months, 60 days.
Our case was closed in 6. They were back in our care in 2. This is not a case where the county had any thought that our children were ingesting drugs in any way.
Ingesting. It's a new term.
So if that's your hang up, good news. You can even think that it happened. Like, I don't care. It doesn't matter what path you choose. Just know my kids are really healthy, and that's great. That's what everybody should be fucking happy about. That my decisions didn't turn out worse for them is good. I don't know why everybody wants it to be worse than it was.
I mean, because it was, man. Your kids were taken from you for 60 days. That's 60 days too long. My kids have never been taken away by the state for any bit of time. People who have kids it's not normal for their kids to be taken away for any amount, even if it's an hour. Imagine the state taking away your kids for an hour. Yours were gone for 60 days. That's embarrassing, bro. That is what we call embarrassing. All right, I'm going to do 2 more Nick things, and I'm getting out of here. I'm pretty in the cups, and I might puke. I might throw up here tonight. This is Nick's claim to sobriety. Here, check this out.
Depends.
Courtesy of Alyssa Clips, Nick did drugs, so we don't have to.
On the rates in these parts, some pills can be $100 each. What are people paying $100 for? Per pill? Are those like pills that they're like a fentanyl pill that they quarter up or something? Like, holy shit, that's expensive.
Fentanyl.
I know some people get annoyed with like me talking about my experience with drugs or whatever. And sorry.
As he's holding his Adderall prescription, by the way. Did you see that?
About that, I just like when it's on. I try to keep it to when it's on subject. And there was one of the things that I noticed, or when I started acquiring drugs, was it was so much cheaper than I thought in one way, and then it was more expensive in others. But like stuff was just the pricing structure makes no sense. But it just wasn't as expensive as I thought it would be. Sergeant Soliloquy says, well, that's how drugs work. I know that, like intellectually. But then when you run into it, like, for example, I wanted to try LSD.
Oh, cool.
And so I asked, I was like, I
wanted to try LSD.
Asked a dealer or whatever. I'm like, do you have any LSD? And they're like, yeah, we got it. It's like, okay. Well, how much?
How much for the acid?
How much is it? It's like $5 per tab. It's like, that's it? It's so cheap. Good Lord. It's like
you should just start doing LSD now every day.
Dog treats or whatever.
Just like dog treats. No, dog treats are more expensive than LSD. Fact.
Don't do that. That would be really bad. Did I ever take PCP? No.
Yeah, you did. Look at this. Does this look like the face of a guy who's never taken PCP?
PCP, no.
Okay.
Would I try peyote?
I tried peyote. Cool. So we're just now talking. This is supposed to be a sober guy, rebuilding his family, talking about drugs that he would or would not do.
And at some point, obviously, I can't do anything like that during my probation. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot.
This is a drug guy. This guy loves himself some drugs. This is incredible.
There's a lot of potential in hallucinogens for all sorts of things, or psychedelics, or whatever you want to call them. And
potential in hallucinogens.
Yeah, I mean, I would try stuff like that wherever it's legal. I think there are a couple of places, a couple states that have it legal, or you can go on to native experiences with it or something like that.
Native experiences. This is really happening. He's contemplating going on native experiences. He going to the Amazon and being guided in some sort of peyote journey. A peyote trip with a shaman, a guided trip in the Amazon.
Those are a little different, right? Like those aren't recreational drugs. Those are like experiences and
spoken like a true drug addict. Those aren't fucking recreational drugs. Those are actually like profound experiences from God
that you go. They typically are guided. I think like I said, I think there's a lot of potential. I know there's a lot of research.
Then take the drugs, Nick. Take the drugs. Do all the shrooms. Do all the LSD. Do all the DMT. Do all the fucking everything. Do them. You want to do them? Just do them.
Which being done with hallucinogens and psychedelic drugs and their therapeutic effects. I've done ketamine therapy before.
I've done ketamine therapy before. Yeah, until it got out of hand. Until you were doing... I mean, you were literally stuck in K-holes. That's not ketamine therapy. Ketamine therapy is like microdosing ketamine. What you were doing was ketamine extremism.
I will probably be doing it again.
Probably. That's cool. That's cool to know. Judge, you hear this? This is called the reservation.
Therapy before. I will probably be doing it again. It's really helpful. It's
really helpful.
Obviously, I've done.
This guy loves drugs.
Plenty of recreational stuff, but doing it guided with professional help is
obviously
completely
professional help, guys.
Different experience, and there's a lot of people I would recommend it to. Most of them are on Twitter.
You would recommend ketamine K-holes to people?
Like you need some therapy because you need to get around me. I don't get it. Some of the things that people are like, they are very intent. They're very intent on my life being done a certain way. Like it has to be, or else they're going to have autistic problems. Nick, you had to stop taking your Provigil when you did the ketamine therapy. Yeah, if you're going to do ketamine therapy, you don't take any, that day, you don't take any stimulants at all. Anything that interferes with how your brain works or changes the way your brain works, you don't do it that day. You get clean of your prescription meds for like 24 hours and then you do it. There's research from a neurologist out there about, trying to look into the value of.
Yo, Rat coming in for 5 says, have you bagged any sand, you gargoyle? Not today. I've yet to bag any sand, you sandbagging son of a rat. The man just called me a gargoyle. I mean, what the fuck? I got Aaron the Rat sitting here calling me a gargoyle. Thanks, Rat. Thank you for that. Gargoyle.
Psychedelics in a therapeutic sense, and the stuff that they find is that's mainly there is neuroplasticity.
Okay.
It makes your
the neuroplasticity. Gotcha.
Being able to learn and absorb information really fast, kind of like toddlers do, but it also makes you consummately susceptible to various traumas. So you got to be really careful.
Just go get high, bro. It sounds like you want to just go get fucking blitzed. Let me just show you this last thing here from Nick. Can I? Is that okay? I got one more clip in me. I can't proceed to go any further than this. I can't proceed to go any further than this. This is Nick Ricada, a married man who's supposed to be rebuilding his marriage on Zia Anderson, one of many internet e-thoughts. Dumb, stupid bitches getting naked for cash and views. This is the last thing I'm doing. I can't proceed to go any further tonight. I really can't. I apologize. I wanted to do a longer stream. So we know this Zia Anderson chick. Here she is right here. It's this dumb bimbo who, without her tits and her booty, would have no stream, no audience, nada, zilch, nothing. I don't know how Nick ended up here. I don't know why he ended up here. He looks miserable. Again, this is supposed to be a guy who's supposed to be rebuilding his family and kids and his personal, intimate relationships, but yet finds himself doing every stream in the book. Aaron the Rat says, Nick is the Goyle, not U-Blade. Oh, well, thank you for that. Nick is the Goyle, not me. I'm not that far behind, Rat. I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. The 24-hour show was a troll, says J.E. God damn, look, I want to do a 24-hour show. I'm in no shape to do I'm in no shape to do another 30 minutes. That's why I'm speeding this along. You see. I owe everyone a 24-hour stream. That I do know. It wasn't a troll, Jay. Okay? Jay, why don't you do a 24-hour stream? And then I'll follow you up and I'll do my own 24-hour stream. How's that sound? Let me show you Nick here. This is him with this Zia Anderson. So she's on. They're discussing Lord knows what. And watch how fucking simpy Nick gets. And then we're going to watch this bitch like twerk.
It was ridiculous. That was a ridiculous.
Fish King really wants to know in the 24 hour. So I'm going to be out of the mothership for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be back at Studio K for a little bit, but there's going to be some upgrades. So it's pretty much going to be what you see now. We might try to do a 24-hour stream from it. I don't know, man. There's just never been a good time. I've been extra busy with work and a lot of life shit, man. I wish I had time to do a 24-hour stream. I really wish I did. You know, I probably shouldn't have put a poll out there a month ago or two, or whenever it was, saying, would you like to see a 24-hour show, and then not do it. But in fairness, I don't know. It's just never been a good time. There hasn't been a good time for me to do it. Again, 24-hour show is more than just 24 hours. It's probably like 36 to 48 hours. It's like a 2-day excursion. So my apologies for not delivering on the 20. I will make good on that 24-hour stream before the summer is over. That's all I could say. That's all I could say. You can't wait that long. If I somehow seem like I stabbed you in the back and I've done you wrong, then that's my bad. You know, I wish I could have done one sooner, to be honest with you. But yet here we are. You're just gonna have to work with me here. You're just gonna have to work with me and just trust me and know that I will be doing one. I don't know when. I don't have an exact date. I do feel horrible. I've told Kush King the end of April I was gonna do one. In like a week I'd do one. I don't know, man. I don't know. Kush King says I want nothing. Oh well, okay, then it's settled. But there's 2 Kush Kings. Good day, Gargoyle Boy. All right, well, Kush King's had it. Thought you were into it, just like my wife. Jesus Christ. That sounds brutal. Is there 2 Kush Kings, by the way? Now I'm going to cry, says Kaylee. on the verge of tears.
Ridiculous fucking night. So that's my party story. If you have one, Nick, while I change into a bikini, perhaps.
My party stories are super nerdy because I didn't really party at all when I was young. My friends and I would hang out and we would hang out in groups, but we were so cool. We would like make movies.
We would make movies,
write shitty songs or whatever, and or watch, like we'd just hang out and watch movies. But I didn't really party at all. I guess more recently that changed a little bit, and I got into some crazy stuff. But most of the time, things were actually pretty tame. Most of the partying I did, I mean, it involved plenty of substances and bad decisions, but it was like it wasn't wild and insane. I don't think. Maybe I didn't get into any fights.
Sorry. I was going to say, I know exactly what you're saying. I had to.
Okay. I just noticed Keanu just popped up live. She's now live for like the 9th day in a row talking about this Ricada stuff. That happened last week. You can't make this shit up. We'll go live into Keanu. That'll be the last thing we do. Let me show you this whore bag.
And I was like, grab my thing. I know exactly what you're saying because it's interesting. Even though I very much grew up in a party lifestyle. My dad he was a musician. He was dating girls I went to high school with. And so,
wow, you don't say. So you have daddy issues. We could have never figured that one out.
I grew up around lots of parties and drugs, and there is such a big difference between like people hanging out.
Conceal your tits, woman.
And like doing a little booger sugar in the house while they drink. Like I've been at parties there where like I wouldn't even barely call it a party. It's just like a super tame gathering, which is a hilarious way to look at it. But it's just when you grow up in that environment, you're like, oh yeah, that's like not that crazy, as opposed to like a very different sort of drug binge. So I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and I mean, I did both.
Look how nervous Nick is for being around a pretty woman with her tits flopping out.
It's kind of.
This is a married man.
Most of the time, though, is just that sort of. It was very tame partying, like just supplement the mood of whatever you're doing.
Nick, we just watch you like talking about ketamine use and LSD. I mean, what are you talking about? You're still partying to this day. Why is your ear, beat red?
We would go out to dance clubs and or bars or whatever and do karaoke or dance or just hang around and drink. It didn't eat though. Cocaine kind of makes you not do that. But we didn't get really too into any crazy stuff. Like I said, I don't get into fights with people or anything.
They both wanted Gino Bobina. Kayla says wife material right there. Yeah.
I'm very calm and chill. And I kept myself under control on the Molly. I wasn't too touchy.
Oh,
I didn't get handsy with anyone that it was inappropriate to get handsy with.
So you didn't rape anyone while you were taking ecstasy. Got it. Nick Ricada, not a raper.
Like that. I like to keep my,
dick in your
like
pants.
to keep my
dick
consciousness intact.
Oh, consciousness intact. I thought he was going to say dick in his pants.
Yeah, I don't have too many. Well, I mean, I have crazy party stories, but they're ones that I won't tell. Like, sorry, cool. Some of them involve, other people. I guess it's not my story to tell.
Look, so she's back in a bikini. Look at Nick. Takes a huge gulp of his water. Listen to the next words that come out of his mouth.
Okay. I got my headphone back in.
It's a good bikini.
It's a good bikini. What the fuck? It's a good bikini. Oh my God.
Okay. I got my headphone back in.
Look at the simp go.
It's a good bikini.
Thank you. I definitely have been eating like a trash can, and I've decided I have to chill for a little bit. I've been shoving I made Oreo balls on stream and
Oreo balls,
monkey bread and everything.
Monkey bread.
I've just been shoving food into my face.
That's it? Just food? I suspect you've been shoving more than just food in your face holes.
So that needs to chill a little bit.
That's been the hardest part for me about.
Oh, look how choked up he gets.
So that needs to chill a little bit.
That's been the hardest part.
Oh, he horny. That's a horny guy. That is a guy with a woody.
For me about sobriety.
That's been the hardest thing about me from sobriety is eating Oreo balls and monkey bread.
Is like.
What? What's been the hardest thing?
Sobriety part's easy, but like all aspects of life, you have to figure out what to do now.
Yeah.
All aspects of life, you have to figure out what to do now. Holy balls!
And when you can't drink, or do anything else, like for me, I just cook.
Oh, you cook, do you?
And then I eat.
And then you eat. And then I do the dishes. And then I clean my forks. And then I fold my napkins. And then I go to bed. It's like, what are you talking about? You're horny, dog. You're horny. On stream. You got a wife and kids. You're supposed to be working on a relationship. This ain't working on shit, bro. This is working on your personal boners. You're fucking hard.
And it's like, oh my God, like I am
hard. Yeah, we know.
Shoveling food in at an alarming rate. And that's got to stop.
Food's your problem. Got it.
I gotta like get Somali again or whatever.
The man is sweating. He started to sweat. Look at this fucking full bag.
To be honest with you, I ate more when I drank because I would get wasted and then at 2:00 in the morning be like, I need food and eat more than any human my
It shows. We could tell. You're sucking in your gut.
size should ever eat in one sitting. Like I'd go to 7-Eleven and be like, here's 2 spam musubis, a manapua, and like a plate lunch that they sell there, or like a little bento. And I would just go to, and then the next day I'd be hungover. So I'd be like, okay, I just need greasy food. Give me pancakes and eggs and like all kinds of random. So when I first quit drinking, I lost weight with
look at Nick.
Pancakes and eggs and like all kinds.
Oh yeah, I keep talking about the pancakes and eggs. Pancakes, yeah. Just keep saying it's pancakes.
Random. So when I first quit drinking, I lost weight without even trying. I changed.
Yeah,
nothing.
You're married. How that works, but see, I was doing, Molly and cocaine all the time. So like
that's
just never hungry. Like
that's different.
You just don't eat.
Oh, that's different. That's different. Molly and cocaine. That's different.
And it's really weird because it also alters your perception of like how you look.
Look, he's like literally, trying to hold back as hard as he can. He's like gripping the back of his neck in hopes. Like he's like pinching the back of his fucking neck flap here. Try to calm himself down.
And it's really weird because it also alters your perception of like how you look. And so you don't notice how skinny you get. I did eventually because I got sick and I lost a lot of weight because I didn't eat for like 20 days almost.
You would die. That's a lie. You would if you don't eat in 5 days, you would die.
It was like 10 days and then I had like a week where I was fine and then it was like another 10 days. But up until then, I noticed that like some weight had come off and stuff, but you don't realize like I was looking at old pictures for a funny thing that happened the other day. And I was like, holy shit, was I skinny? Like I
think you're still skinny.
Really thin. And I just didn't, at the time I'm just, cocaine and you're just like, yeah, I look cool.
All right, you guys want to see this bitch twerk for dollar bills? That's the last thing we're doing.
See, that's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Also, we hit mother flipping cat cow.
I don't know what that is. Cat
just
cow?
17'd us all the way.
Franklin. Oh, I thought that was Farfik Nugan. Sorry.
To mother flipping cat cow, and he said meow.
Nick is like, look at how thirsty this fool is, dude. Oh my God. Nick doesn't have I want to play poker with Nick. I would take every fucking cent from this man. He has, his poker face is garbage.
Just 17'd us all the way.
Cat cow, what? We hit a cat cow? Does that mean you're going to show us your tits? Woohoo!
Way up to mother flipping cat cow, and he said meow moo. What the
meow moo? Wait. Are you going to show us your beaver now?
Heck.
What's a cat count?
Yo!
What's this?
God. It's a fantastic stream. I mean, stretch. I can say words.
Oh
It's a
my
fantastic
God, I'm
stretch.
dead.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Yeah, it's a really good one. And you know what?
Now I
I need
get
it because there's a freaking kink in my neck that's awful.
Nick's like, I'll get that out.
show you guys this stretch. I
Oh God, don't do it, you.
gotta make sure we're okay though. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, this sounds like kink for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so this is everybody.
Look at Nick. Look at Nick. Look at Nick.
Get ready for a great stretch.
Look
What
at
you're
Nick.
going
He can't take his eyes off the screen.
to do here with this stretch is you're going to get on your hands and your knees. Now, this is tabletop position for anyone who does yoga. I've seen personal trainers do
Married
this.
man.
I've seen yoga people do this. I've seen physical therapists do this. It's fantastic.
Look at, oh my God.
Trainers do this. I've seen yoga people do this. I've seen physical therapists do this.
He's batting his cheek with his index finger. This is bizarre. Earl Skakel in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, where the puss at? Any puss in the chat tonight?
Fantastic. Now, I am none of those things. I used to be a certified personal trainer, but I'm not anymore.
Earl Skakel, is this for you, Earl Skakel?
So anyway, but I still do this stretch, and I just think everybody should know about it. So what typically you do is you start in a tabletop position. It's very educational. You're going to arch.
What is Nick's hand doing? Nick, where's your hands, Nick? Show us your hands. I automatically assume you're jerking off if I can't see both of your hands. Earl, take that, note that down.
Your back, like so. And this is the cat portion of the stretch.
He's like, I'm married. I've already fucked one blonde while I was married. Don't make it two. God damn it, Nick. God damn it.
Stretches lats all the way down to your lower back. I mean, that's the great thing about this stretch.
Look at this fucking clown.
Right? And then what you're going to do from here is sink.
He can't control himself.
Down with your belly.
If I was married, I'd be like, all right, I'm leaving, Zia. I'm sorry. You know, I've tried to flatter you up until this point. This is too much for me. I'm trying to rebuild my personal relationships and my marriage with my kids. Put that thing away. It's fucking gross. What, are you going to fart at me, by the way? That's disgusting. Conceal yourself. Have some respect. Oh, we did a cow cat, so I have to show you my fucking vag splat. It's like, I'm good. I don't need to see this. It's gross. This is gross. I better not see anyone here today. Oh my God, you're delayed. You're fucking stupid. Just move out of the way so I can like get this mental image. Go jerk off on your own time. This is disgusting. This is somebody's daughter.
Towards the floor, lifting your glutes up towards the ceiling sky. You could do this outside. I've done this at the beach.
You've done this at the beach. For others, so you're confirmed just exhibitionist. You love people watching you.
Great.
Got
Hence
it.
the bikini. And this really stretches out your hamstrings, your glutes, and
Nick's eyes,
your hips,
and Nick's dick.
Stretches the hips real nice. So you
I like to stretch your hips real nice. Look at this.
just kind of go back and forth. And I always like to breathe in on the cat
Look at this.
and out on the cow. So you just go.
You are gonna get me fucking killed.
So anyway, that's cat.
You're gonna get yourself killed, bro. Leave.
Cow, we're done now.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so
Imagine being Lady Rackets, by the way. Every waking second this man spends is like on another stream, fighting about his ex-lover, April, looking at the holes of other women. You know, imagine how much rebuilding you could be. How much rebuilding can one man possibly do if you're Nick Ricada?
that's cat cow. It's a great stretch. Courtney's in there doing the cat and the cow sounds. Courtney, I'm so happy that you're here. All right, so anyway, that's it. That's cat cow for everyone who wants to know.
But I see your channel has continued to evolve in my absence.
Yes, thank you. I do my best. What I try to
Oh, now he's doing the podcasting bounce.
Win by 2 is watching.
And
do is really have
now we can't see either of his hands. I can only assume that both of those hands are on his nether regions.
groundbreaking, entertaining, but also very educational bits in my streams. And I think I'm doing that.
No, you did great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You, Ben, I've never queefed doing that before, but you know.
I have. But only once.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I mean, hell not.
I have. But only once.
Wasn't that funny? Get a room, you two. Go fuck somewhere else. This is YouTube. That's Nick Ricada on Zia Anderson, aka E-Thought Zone. Zia Anderson. Let's check in with Keanu because she's live now. She's talking about the Ricada stuff again. She can't stop talking about this Ricada stuff. I just want to see maybe 2 minutes. I'm getting out of here, guys, for the night. Thank you so much. You've been wonderful. It's been a blast. Happy Saturday. Have a great weekend again.
Over and over and over.
We'll be out of the mothership for a couple of weeks, but we'll have some updates to Studio K. So no need to fear. It won't be all jangly coming up. Next show probably be maybe Wednesday or Thursday. So just stay tuned. Look for a thumbnail. Let's watch Keanu. Let's take Keanu. Let Keanu take us out.
He accuses everyone of
on
what
today. So she's watching this little piggy. Shocker. It's like, yikes, man. Yikes.
aboutism, and that's all that he does. And not to mention, not for nothing, he looks like his parents are cousins. I'm sorry, I said it. Okay, I'm sorry. He just does have that vibe. And it's the same thing. We don't want our narrative disrupted. Aaron bad. Everybody that goes and disrupts our narrative, fuck you, and how dare you, you stupid bitch. That's what it is, right? Again, I'll say it. Look at what we saw.
Bitch,
she might be retarded.
Are you retard?
She's too dumb to talk to you.
Are you retard? You dumb bitch.
She's dumb.
Pinky, jump off a cliff.
You are so wrong. I could
so wrong. You say no. Incapable of taking
whatever. You're the dumbest cunt ever.
Isn't that fun? You too, Moody. Also, and this is Adam Bush, who I always find really, really nice and
I don't
really cool. Great
Not
voice.
Me.
I have not a bad thing to say about him. So
I do.
So that was that, right? Now, let me check. Let me check on you, fine people. Bing, 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 bing. Andrew Griffith. Thank you for the $1.99. I think Aaron will go the way of Cobain in soon.
Earl says, Blade for life. Hell yes.
Like Kurt
Earl.
Cobain? No.
Kiki's like, wait.
Like the Viper Room.
Kurt Cobain?
What happened there? Kurt Cobain. Nope, that's Phoenix.
And by the way, she still has got this like herpy on her lip that she uses, pounds of red lipstick to try to conceal. We see it, Kiki. We see it. You got herpes on your lip from Gino because he was banging Asians instead of selling trash cans. I can't proceed. I'd be a retard to try to. Keanu's just going to watch Nick Ricada until she's dead. I can't proceed to watch somebody else. I just can't. I find myself to be above that. And furthermore, I'm drunk and I need to get something to eat. It's almost 12 here in the East. Give it up for yourselves. Kush King, Jay, you'll get a 24-hour stream if it's the last thing I do. Noga, Gina Bobina, everyone else, happy days. Thank you so much. You guys have been a blast. Earl Skakel, hopefully you knock some pussy dead tonight, Earl Skakel. I'm really praying for that. I really am. I promise you, I am. Shout out to everyone who helps support this show. Continue to grow. Let's give a couple quick shout outs. W-Man and Big W coming in today like the fucking Bash Brothers. Talking about piss. Jake, W-Man, Big W, J-E, Soft, Beloved Chata, Reverend Rage. Did I miss that? But if I did, no, I think I got that. NJ Ranger, Shades Cal, Jeff Closure, Pointing the Pachyderm, Aaron the motherfucking rat, and everyone else. If you like the show today, if you just support the show anyway you can, if you're just watching the show here today, thank you so much. Thank you to all our mods. Of course, Jay, K, Chris, Jeff, I think Hobo Chili Recipe, and everyone else who was here. Hell Weezer, exactly. Hell fucking Weezer. And thank you so much. It's been a blast here, guys. Again, next show will be like Wednesday or Thursday. Again, we'll be out of the mothership into another studio. But there will be some upgrades with that studio. So don't be alarmed if you see me in a new location. Go in peace. Be nice. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your Saturday night. Enjoy your alcohol, your weed, your shrooms, whatever. Don't get caught like Ricada being a thirsty guy. You don't want to be married and be actively simping on a live stream. It's just something you don't want to do. All my married guys here today. Don't be caught simping. Don't be caught simping. Tom Trostrom would like to say a couple things and a couple words to take us out here. I think that'd be okay with everyone. Tom, please, a couple words.
No, hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being here. Pretty solid effort all around, I would say, mostly from Corey and I. Luke had some good points. But all in all, a good show. Thanks for everybody for being here. Let's call it a night.
Let's call it a night, guys. Let's call it a night. I got to get out of here. Go watch anything else here tonight. Happy Saturday to everyone. Enjoy the weekend. We'll be back next time again. I don't know when. Wednesday or Thursday. Look for a thumbnail. You've been fantastic. Thank you so much for putting up with my shenanigans and my drunken buffoonery here tonight. Just make sure whatever you do this weekend, you don't bite off Chad Zumach. Because the Mud Shark's coming to say your show sucks if you do. You've been fantastic. Stay black. If not for nothing else, if you haven't heard anything here tonight, stay black, my friends. Stay black. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye.